Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like a movie, my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. I'm contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
You're so beautiful, so classic. You're so fine, I got to have it. You're so cool, you're so far. I do anything to make you mine. I'm crazy for you, baby. Wanna see you on a daily. I usually don't fall in love, but this time I think that I fucked up. Oh, I think that I messed up. Oh, I think that I fucked up. Oh, I think that I
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
It's rare that I put my cards on the table when it comes to meeting young ladies, but I'm gonna make you love me.
I'm gonna make you love me. Hey, Clancy, good to see you. Catlin, good to see you. Debbie, good to see you. Thank you all for coming. I just wanted to do a real quick live because I had originally canceled. I was gonna do. Hey, Kim, good to see you. I was gonna cover Sally Field, but I fell asleep today and just I hit a brick wall, so I didn't get to finish putting it together. Um, hey, Night Owl, good to see you. Navy Mom, good to see you. Crystal, good to see you. Thank you all very much for coming. I appreciate it. Hey, Cushy, good to see you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so does anybody want to come up and just hang out with me for a minute? I won't be very long. I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging with no live today. Wasn't a whole lot going on today. I kept looking for stuff to watch. Okay, no problem. There's a link if anybody who does want to come up. We went out and, well, first of all, I don't know if y'all saw the pictures I posted of my cat had kittens. I will post the picture real quick while we talk. Let me put this on subscribers only. And Kara shared it out. Now let me go over here and get you some pictures of the kittens that we had. So that was our kind of exciting, you know, as you get older and you can't really bear children anymore. Thanks, Lee. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. She had 5 in all, and they all. I'm gonna post them. Let's see here. Let me get in here to my studio. She had 5, and they all look Maine Coon. Look, the daddy that kept coming sniffing around the door, if y'all know what I mean, was Maine Coon. So they are gorgeous, except for one. One is like a gold color, just so cute. You'll see. And so we've been sort of excited with that distraction. And we got up this morning and went and curb picking in our town where I live. And it's also a time for us to kind of sightsee our city. And so I've uploaded some shorts and pictures on my community wall as well as some videos. Um, Hold on one second. Let me, I don't want it as a background. I want an overlay, not a video. Let's see where, right here, overlay. Okay, right here they are. Okay, here's some. From today. Hold on one second. Hope it uploads all these for me. Take that one off. Delete. Take that one off. Let's see. Okay, I think it's gonna upload them all for me. Let me put y'all's comments up there. Didn't see the kittens, but I saw the beautiful mansion. Okay, I'll post it just once. I do too. They're gorgeous, Kim. Okay, so they're uploading. Let's give them a minute here. I would like to try to keep one of them, and then our neighbor has been promised one, and then I'm trying to one more picture here. Let's see. Let's take this one off, and then I can upload one more, right? I had to make room for my upload. Sorry. Just give me just a second here. I've never like experienced this before, so this is an experience for me. I saw them on your wall, cuties. Yeah, they are. I just went to the community page. They're cute. They are. Okay, so here we go. Here's some. All right, let's see. I have too much on my thing here. Okay, so here they are. So cute. Okay, let's see if I can get the others up here now. There's Mama. There's Mama. There she is. She's on a Hello Kitty blanket. She's so cute, man. I love my little cat. So we found this cat in our dumpster. Our dumpster is literally next door to our apartment, and it's always full of cats, or it was when we first moved in here. And our cat, Hobbs, brought this cat home, and we called her, what did we name her at first? Millie? But we kept calling her Little. And so now Little has gone and had littles. And Hobbs was fixed, but there was a Maine Coon cat that kept coming to my back door. And I guess it just sort of happened when the door was opened, I guess. This is RJ Reynolds Tobacco Company's pool house. I'm going to show you all of their property and the estate eventually through this spring. But this was what I got today of the pool house. RJ Reynolds Tobacco Company was the leader in cigarette sales in the world at one time. And it's this is the pool right here. And here's some more of the front of the pool house. This is a Renolda Gardens pool house. And RJ Reynolds owned it. And then we went riding out in the neighborhood of Una Vista, which is a suburb of Winston. It's a very prominent area in Winston-Salem. And so let me close this out. I think I'm echoing. Hold on one second. I got a message. If y'all would put prayers out for Tara, she's not feeling well. I'd really appreciate that. I just got a message from her, so she's not feeling well, and I'd like y'all to pray for her. Okay, so let me get back to my chat here. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hey, Chris, good to see you. The tabby one, look, one's the color of my Persian cat. Oh, hey, Chris. They are. Um, the little gray one in the middle is too cute. They are. They are so cute. I do too. I love her. She's awesome. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hey, Ruby, good to see you. Yes, that's just the full house. Wait till you see it. It's incredible. They have a lot of property here in Winston-Salem, their home. And so there's plus the plants. I mean, it was, the pretty much owned by the Reynolds, I guess. I mean, Renolda Road which is right where I live. Right, by the way, this is real, literally around the corner from where I live, and I am blessed because Renolda Village there's a village called Renolda Village, and then there is the um there's so much to show you. There's just so much. You just keep watching. So this is just part of the full house. I couldn't photograph all of it because there's a local that has come and he was being interviewed and photographed where he has come out with a book. I can't remember the name of the book, but he was there and the media was there. So I was limited as to how much I could get that wouldn't be intrusive to them. So there'll be more pictures and footage to come. Like I said, I've invested in some equipment that I can bring you some content that isn't drama related. So this is a pool house. Yes, it's one long. This is the pool house to the main mansion. So and then right here is the covered area. This is the actual pool itself. And then this is like sort of a garden out in front. Um, and then the house is just massive. So anyway, we went riding, curb picking too, but um, yeah, right. I've got a whole lot to show y'all. Eventually, you'll see it in time, but today we could only get so much in. So we went through Univista and I got some oh, I didn't upload that other one. Hold on one second. Let me take one of these off of the kittens so I can put up another one. I guess I don't need this one. I guess I don't need that one. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me upload you another picture here. I want to show y'all this particular house just to like show you some of the architecture in this area that I'm spotlighting here in my town. Um, yeah, right here. This one is the one I want. Right here. I'm going to be taking a lot of footage of various architecture. Uh, some of the most sought after architects in the Southeast are here. So I wanted to show you just a taste of what some of it looks like here in this area. If I can get it freaking uploaded. Okay, here it goes. Finally. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right here it is. Okay, here we go. Hope y'all are doing okay today. This is a English style Tudor house that I thought was just amazing. And it was just so beautiful out today with our Carolina blue sky that I had to bring y'all some of these pictures of these gorgeous homes. So here's two of them. I like this, the Tudor style here. It just looks English, doesn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? I've been out in the garden all day, got lots of done today. That's awesome. I love to be outside. I do. I love to be outside. Um, okay, and then um later on this week, I believe is it tomorrow? Tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to be bringing you females and gangs. We're going to be talking about the world's most dangerous female gangs. Um, I thought it was interesting since most of my viewers are female warriors. I thought that it would be an interesting thing for us to cover. So I watched a documentary on it, and I'll be sharing that with you. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's scheduled for tomorrow. Uh, this I wanted to address. Chaotic wanted to go on and on and on about how I am dragging this out between all of us. And just real quick, I wanted to show that Constance has been resharing a lot of her old material, and this video happened to be one of them. And I shared it 8 days ago, helping Constance get her content out. So there you go. Okay, so what else did I want to show you here? I believe those are all the, yeah, I only got those two pictures. Plus, I put some videos out for you. They are all beautiful. I hope you all have a great day. I got to take my son to the work. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to have a real quick live and show you what all's been going on in my life for the last 24 and see how you are all doing. So I've watched a few documentaries on girl gangs. They are ruthless. I thought it was interesting. And they are. It's almost like they're, I don't know. I'd hate to say they're more dangerous than, um, I love Constance Sue. That woman puts paid to Texas to shame, right? She's not here. She was over at, what is her name? She was on a panel dragging my name. Hey, Harlan, good to see you. So, do you want to come up for a minute and tell us? I saw that you were at a town hall meeting. Was that today? Hey, Lori, good to see you. Thank you. Dropping in to say hey. I got to run to Wally World. I understand. Thank you. I'm going to be real quick. Hey, SDA, good to see you. Those that are just coming in, here are pictures of our little kittens that we had through the night. There's all of them. And here's Mama with kittens. There's one little tan one there. And then there's like three coon looking ones, Maine coon looking ones. And then there's one here on the end. So they say, babies are good luck. So I hope so. Hey, crazy chicken lady. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see everybody coming in. I'm going to share with you some video I put up here. Let's see. Let me go over here to Ain't It Good to Know? Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure what I can show you that I won't get a copyright music strike for. Let me see. What can I show you that I can share with you? My videos, my shorts. Here we go. Okay, here's where we went yard picking today. It's just a really quick short. Let me present. Now let me move this picture out of the way. Okay, this is something that we found this morning when we were curb picking. I thought y'all would like to see it.
And my father objected very strenuously to it, and yet he had to do something to raise funds. But he had this new cigarette, and a circus came to town. And at the circus was this, turned out later to be a dromedary, but we all called it a camel. It made my father think, and he thought, well, a camel is the animal that can go furthest without water. So sure enough, he named it the Camel Cigarette. He didn't water his stock, and my father objected very strenuously to it, and yet he had to do something to raise funds. But he had this new cigarette, and a circus came to town. And at the circus was this, turned out later to be a dromedary, but we all called it a camel.
Hopefully y'all could see that. Excuse me. I have 2 10-year-old. I love my cats. It's spring. Birth will be everywhere. It's awesome. It is. They bring us good luck, don't they? YouTube nuts. I unsub from someone and I get notifications now as before I didn't. I'm sure getting confused about. I know, right? I am too, crazy chicken lady. I thought she was on my team. I think she just. I don't know. I don't mind. Her going and getting the full story though. I encourage it. Hell yeah, 'cause you'll see. The little babies. Yeah, they're so sweet. Yeah. My dogs were looking like, what is going on with the cats? How's that going with the water there, Harlan County, Kentucky Transparency? How's it going? Were you at a town hall meeting, it looked like today? I'm gonna play all the crystal blue persuasion video for you if you want. Is that okay with y'all? It's some drone footage my husband and I took when we went to visit my dad in Daytona, Florida last year, and we're planning to go back soon. So if y'all would put prayers in chat for my dad's wife, I would really appreciate it. I'm very close to her, and she's not feeling well lately. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna pull this up here, and we don't care if I get a copyright or not. Sometimes it's just worth it, right, to share the 12 cents. I'll share the 12 cents. Playlist. I put it, let's see, updated yesterday. Gotta rewind that. Y'all want to see it? Why not, right? It'll put you in a good mood for spring, I promise. I'm going to remove myself so that it's full screen. So here you go. I hope you enjoy it.
Look over yonder. What do you see? The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day's coming. Ooh, people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Ooh, crystal blue persuasion. Better get ready. Gonna see the light. Love is the answer. Ooh, and that's alright. So don't you give up now. Ooh, so easy to find. Just look to your soul. Look to your soul and open your mind. Crystal blue persuasion. It's a new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion. Maybe tomorrow, when he looks down, green field in every town. All of his children in every nation. There'll be peace and good brotherhood. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal blue persuasion.
I'm just so mellow. I really am. Peace and good brotherhood. Absolutely. Crystal blue persuasion. Been over at Easy's getting ignored by his ass. I don't give a fuck. I've paid for a membership since the little guy was able to get them. I'll see my friends there. I'm sorry. I hate to be ignored by a creator. I like more intimate uh, group settings like this where there's not a ton of people and ego, you know? Um, there's a lot to be said about ego, isn't it? When a creator's just so full of themselves, they're more entertained by themselves than you are, right? They're so busy saying, I'm so great, that they don't see everybody else going, not so much. Just kidding. Oh, Mamita doesn't like any female unless you're brown nosing and sucking up to her. There's a particular creator that is like, I want to vomit when I just love you more than grease. I just love you more than chicken. I just love you more than breath. Please get out of here. Here, this is what I gotta say to that. I gotta play this. This is what I gotta say when I hear a bunch of baloney. You know what I mean? Don't be a bozo.
Don't be a bozo. 2024. Stop grifting.
Here's another one. It's my son when he was little.
Bada bing, bada boom. Get over here. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Get out of here. That was his best Joe Pesci impression when he was what, 6, 8? I don't know. Something like that. Who needs Days of... You know what? I do. I watched Days of Our Lives today instead of this garbage. I sure did. Because guess what? Xander and Sam were making out. Or Sarah, I watched it. They made out. There was no yelling. There was no screaming. There was just love in the afternoon. And I watched it. And then I went and loved on my husband. And then I watched babies being born. There's other parts of drama than the dark side of the moon. Yeah. I can't, I'm so glad that you said that, by the way, SDA. Can I vent to y'all? Can I vent? I'm going to vent to y'all. The biggest bitch through all this, for some damn weird ass reason, has been chaotic. Not even Sarah. It's been chaotic. Sarah's right. I have no idea why. Never did anything to the bitch but make her soap. Okay. And the first batch that I made her, she never bought. So it was like, I went and bought all this shit, then you didn't buy it. Didn't tell me what you wanted. Told her that I would make her red soap with dried flowers in it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then she never bought it. So then she buys the supplies and then didn't like it. Well, bitch, you picked out them supplies, not me. Right? Anyway. I got to looking at her channel today and I was like, honey, where was I when she was my mod? Her channel couldn't look more satanic, my opinion. I'm not a news source, not a documentary. This is a gossip channel, and I can say what I want to in America. God bless it, US of A. It looks satanic. Go look over there at Chaotic Spooky Life, and y'all tell me, is she right with Jesus? Just saying. I'll gladly throw her damn link down. It's Chaotic Spooky Life. Go over there, but I would take some holy water before you go. Okay, Kim. He rocked that. Which one? What did I miss? He obviously does it on purpose because others notice it. I'll never kiss her. Ass, absolutely. I don't want to kiss anybody's ass. And I don't want to bust shit bags. I don't want to hear about busting shit bags. I don't even want to know that that's even a thing. This is what I need. This is what I need right now.
Say, serenity now! Serenity now! Say, serenity now! Serenity now!
Serenity now. Serenity now. Venting time. Oh, hey. Not much. Just, I don't know. Showed them pictures of the cat and all. You know what I had fun doing? Going through my subscriptions. Listen to Linda do. I have picked up some new ones that are like, whoa. Let me tell you one that I subbed up to. You don't laugh at me, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna share it with you. Hold on a minute. Let me go get it. I'm gonna share. Wait till y'all see what I subbed to today. I trashed a bunch of channels too, girl. I'm like, they're like, oh, what you need to do is unsub to a bunch of channels and sub up to some new ones. Okay, right? You didn't have to ask me twice. All right, let me go here to my Facebook channel here and show you. I want to show y'all this. I know that I shared it here, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't share it here. Okay, hold on a minute. Let me find it here. Oh, that's right. I saved it in my I saved the channel. That's what I did on my Chrome. In my Chrome. Okay, my channel. My playlist. My community. Crime stuff. I don't know why I chose crime stuff. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let me where is it? Hold on a second. Yeah, we're gonna like this. Hold on a second. It was After School Specials. It's a channel that has all the after school PBS specials. Why not, right? I didn't put it in comedy. I didn't put it there. I didn't put it there. Is it in crime stuff? Crime community? No, that's Dolly. That's not right. Oh no, I can't. Maybe it's under subscription. That's what I'll do. I'll go look under my subscription. Y'all gotta see this channel. Now I'm getting frustrated. Where's my subscriptions? Everything is different on your phone than it is when you're on the big screen, and I can never find my ass here. Home subscriptions. It was the channel that has all the after school specials from when we were kids. Subscriptions. Manage. I want the list, not the thumbnails. Here we go. Okay, hold on a second. Did y'all like watching those? I think that they need to bring them back. That's my opinion. I think they need to bring after school specials back. By the way, y'all sub up to Crazy Chicken Lady. If she'd drop her link, I'd appreciate it. I would like to get her as many subs as we can. I would really like to. I'm never gonna find this in 1,000 subs. I'll find it and share it tomorrow. Does anybody want to come up? Nick met her match with who? Who? What'd I miss? Hello, Tara. How are you today? Hey, Sally. Not too good. Do you want to come up, Tara? You're more than welcome. Just come hang out. You don't have to talk. If you want to just hang out with me so you're not alone. I'm going to be good, Tara, because I'll not let a woman who is torn up over her YouTube boyfriend. What did I miss? Who? Did I miss something? Oh, let's see. Hey, Lainey, good to see you. Hey, Lane, good to see you. All you folks coming in. I did too. I really did too. I remember in junior high running home to watch rides. I'm sub to that. I watch that every now and then, Dark Shadows. That's funny. Not herself, though. Okay. I started the meditation to stop smoking and it hit me the depression, suicidal feelings. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you do get suicidal when you quit smoking. You really do. Um, okay, no worries. Mm. I'd like to hear from you and what's going on with you. Well, we had kittens, and here I'll show you the pictures if you're just now coming in. Hold on, the little baby kittens. And this past weekend started our curb picking. It's sort of a hobby that we do that earns us extra hustle cash. And yes, we turn everything into the IRS, and we still don't make enough to file taxes. Yeah, that's how poor we are, Brad. Anyway, so here's some more pictures of the kitty and cat. You can tell there's some of them have some Maine Coon in them. Maybe now is not the time to quit, Tara. You just went through something really or sad, yeah. Baby stepsister, one thing at a time. Have you ever seen What About Bob? That is an excellent movie because it really does teach you a good virtue, which is patience, and to take baby steps. Watch that movie and you will laugh your ass off. What About Bob with Bill Murray? You'll love it. They say Wellbutrin helps. Hmm. Wellbutrin made me hallucinate, and I cried and cried. It had a crazy effect on me. I was hallucinating green orbs everywhere. It was awful. That's called strobe lights, and that's common with some antidepressants. Okay, very good. Here we go. There you go. And then Sally, we went and saw, took some footage of RJ Reynolds Tobacco Company's Renolda Gardens Renolda Pool House. Here's just a portion of the pool house. If you're familiar with cigarettes, they started right here in North Carolina, Winston-Salem. It was the cigarette capital of the world in the 80s. Okay, and then we went through and looked at some architecture here where I live. And here is one. Then here is a Tudor style, English Tudor style home that's in Una Vista, which is a suburb near the hospital. Hey, Tara, good to see you.
Hey, Gypsy.
Hey, good to see you. So talk to us.
It's got to be that daggone Chantix, because I'm not the suicidal depression type person, really.
Yeah.
Girl, it just hit me so hard a while ago. I thought, oh my God, what's wrong with
It made
me?
my husband violent, so he didn't take it long either. He couldn't. Sometimes it has a paradoxical effect, and it's just not good for people.
Gypsy, I swear to God, I feel like I could take a handful of pills and go to bed.
Bless your heart. Well, don't do
And
that.
that
We
is
need you
not
here.
me. Well, that's not me. I'm not that way.
Mm-mm. Yeah. How long did it take you to get Chantix out of your system, Ken? A couple of weeks?
A week.
Jeez, about 2 weeks. Can I have some more coffee? Yes. Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna
It
mute
did,
out while I get some coffee and let you talk. Go ahead and talk.
I say it didn't bother me until last night I started, because the first time you do it, you take like one pill or half a milligram or something in the morning. And then after you've taken it for a while, then you go to two pills, and it's like 2 milligrams. and that's now it's starting to really bother me. So,
Yeah, he tried it too, and it just, when you're giving up something like that, it's not just the cigarette. There's a whole lot that goes into smoking. It's a way to calm down. There's almost a ritual to it for some. Like my
yep.
husband, he has these. He doesn't anymore. He quit what 2 months ago. He just he gave it up cold turkey because he just couldn't breathe anymore, and it was freaking him out. He's got COPD, and it
See,
really
that's
started
what.
freaking. Yeah,
Well, I have CPO. I've got the same thing. CPO. I can't even get it out now. Damn.
a COPD is that? Yeah,
COPD.
COPD.
But I keep, I've been in the hospital over a dozen times with pneumonia.
Mm-hmm.
So my lungs just can't handle it anymore. I've got to quit.
Right.
So
Do you
I thought
have
this
a
is,
nebulizer at home?
I do.
Do you use it often?
I've got actually I've got three different ones, Gypsy, because I do have so many lung problems. I've got one you pour the liquid into. I've got two that
That's
are,
the one I'm talking about.
yeah.
Okay, when I quit smoking,
Uh huh.
um, pardon the going off in the background there, the coffee thing. But I started using that twice a day just to detox my lungs while I was quitting, and it made me breathe better and have more energy, and it made me feel better. But it also gave me a little bit of a hype up like you get from nicotine, that it really kind of helped my withdrawal. It was making me feel better, so I didn't want to smoke because I knew it was going to make me feel bad again. I had gotten pneumonia really bad, and we were living at the coast. We were living at Atlantic Beach, and I got down so sick, I thought I was gonna die. And so, I mean, I had it really bad, didn't I, honey? It scared him. And so, when my grandson came up to me and he said, "Boo Boo, please stop smoking," I said, "That is all I got to hear," because I think it was scaring him that he was going to lose now a grandma, on top of his mom and dad. So I thought, I can't do that to him. I've got to quit. So I started doing the nebulizer twice a day, and it really, really helped detox my lungs.
You see, I'm supposed to be on oxygen 24/7.
Are you?
Yeah, my whole house is rigged. I've got oxygen machine, and then I've got portable oxygen. Um, that's why I say Thursday I'm supposed to go to Raleigh. There's a big doctor there at Rex who's going to run a bunch of lung tests on me, see if I can have my back surgery, because they won't put me to sleep right now.
Mm.
But we don't know, because he's hell bent on me quit smoking. So I guess we'll know Thursday what my infractions are.
Now, Ken
But
had to have a knee replacement surgery, and they kept postponing it because he couldn't quit smoking, and they didn't want to put him under when
mm-hmm.
you have COPD because you might not wake up.
Yeah, that's what they told me. You may not wake up.
That's right.
Yep. So I know
He
last
can't
week my
even get his
oxygen.
teeth worked on. They won't even do
No,
it
huh,
to
they
work
won't work
on
on
his
mine either.
teeth. Yep. People make fun of his teeth, but it's like, I'd rather him have rotted teeth than be dead. I'll take
Wait.
it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't have anything done. I can't even get mine clean. They won't do anything. Um, if they have to put you to sleep or give you any when they numb you and stuff to fill cavities and all, they won't touch mine either. So I know exactly what he's talking about. But now this
Right.
doctor at Rex, he is like a lung guru. He's from another country, and
Hey,
I've
Brandy.
seen him. I've seen him a couple of times before, and he's put me on pre-antibiotic treatment to keep me from getting sick. So far, it's
Right.
been working pretty good. Um, so let's just hope and pray that after Thursday, I can go in and have my back surgery, because that's the biggest thing is get my back surgery done. But I don't know. It's going to depend on what my lungs look like
You
and
never
what my
had
infractions
colon
are.
cancer, did you? Yeah, he refused back surgery. He was afraid. He was too afraid to go in and do it.
I had no choice. I was going to be paralyzed.
They were
I
gonna
fell.
put cadaver bone in it.
That's what they did to me. I got 3 cadaver discs in my neck and 4 in my
She
lower
had
back.
3 in
Hmm.
her neck and 4 in her back.
I fell 9 feet straight down.
She fell 9 feet.
Yep. And it was either I go in and have the surgery or I
Oh
was
my
going to be
gosh,
paralyzed.
Tara.
So I had the surgeries and I
Wow.
hadn't had any
So
problem.
sorry.
But they told me later on, when you have all that replaced and pinned and fused, that sometimes the
Yeah.
last disc underneath it will start to give from the weight. So I've got to have another disc replaced with a cadaver disc. I need one more replaced. And they won't do it until the doctor says that I could, there's a good chance I'll wake up. Right now, they don't think I'll wake up. But
Oh
it's just because
wow.
I've had pneumonia so much. Because, I remember when I had the stroke, I died. And I stayed on the ventilator for 19 days. I was in Rex for 26 days, honey.
When I gave
Like,
birth to Charlie, I had congestive heart failure. And what had happened was I had signed up for an induction study. Being here in a teaching school, medicine, area, there's a lot of that. Well, they had me on my back and gave me the induction medicine and kept giving me fluids, and the fluid
oh my
gathered
God.
around my heart and gave me congestive heart failure. But I was sent home and didn't know that I was in heart failure. And every now and then I smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. But
Right.
after I smoke weed, because it's not filtered, I'm using a little bitty one hitter microdose. And I just don't have the lungs to be a smoker. I
Yeah, me either.
hurt.
I
So,
can't
like
smoke it. I
today,
tried. Hmm.
yeah, it felt like your back is your whole back
It was
hurts
it was
and you can't
horrible. It was
breathe.
horrible. My son-in-law rolled me a joint to hear my smoke this, and I tried, and I said, "You got to tell me I couldn't stop coughing. I thought I was going to die."
We
I said,
just
"Now,
don't
son,
have
you
the
take this right on back
capacity,
with you."
right? We just don't have the capacity
Couldn't
to
do
hold
it.
it in. I know.
But
So
I
I
had.
just eat a gummy.
Well, yeah, I got some of them too. But
Yeah.
when I when I got the sepsis and I was on the ventilator, and I had the stroke. See, that night I coded,
Mm.
but I did a lot of damage to my face when I had the stroke. Um, with the ventilator, it was just the whole damn situation was screwed up. To be honest with you, so I'm scared now not to have it done. 'Cause it hurts so bad. I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to walk again.
I coded when I was having that, like I told you, and I'll never forget. It seemed like I was in a sleep state,
Uh
and I
huh.
remember hearing the da 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 da, and they cleared the room, and my husband slept through the entire thing in his recliner. And at the very end, he woke up and I was revived, and all the doctors are starting to leave the room with the equipment. He finally wakes up. And I'm like, the last night he's over there with this kitten, worried to death. And I'm like, you didn't act like that when I was having a baby. But
Well, see, I
seriously, it
have
scared the
congestive
shit
heart
out of
failure.
me. It scared the shit out of me.
You need to be checked periodically since you've had it once, because I do. I have congestive heart failure now, and
Hmm.
what happens is when the fluid builds up on my lungs, on my
Yes,
heart, it goes in my lungs, and I get pneumonia. So that's how they
that's
figured out it was
right.
all coming together. So I take Lasix every day. I take 50 milligrams of Lasix a day, which is horrible because you're thirsty because you're peeing nonstop, and you're peeing nonstop because you're drinking because you're thirsty because of the Lasix. It's like, damn, you know,
That's
you
exotic,
can't win.
Sally. She says I'm half Egyptian. Wow.
So
That
cool.
sounds sexy.
It does. I can't show you my room, Sally, but I collect Egyptian art. I've got Isis tattooed across my back with her wings open.
Hmm.
Yeah, I love Egyptian art. I've got some really cool pieces from Egypt.
Thank you, honey.
Well,
There's herbal tea, heals the lungs. I don't know the name. Something root. Is it Varian root? Is that what it's called? Bavarian.
Come here, baby.
Hold on. Stop it.
Pineapple. Just fresh pineapple cut right out of the pineapple itself.
Uh
Not in a
huh.
can, but the fresh one. They say you to eat that every day for lungs. That it's real good for healing lungs too. Black cohosh. But you gotta be careful with that
Black
because like
cohosh.
I take so many prescription drugs that oh my God. I'd be terrified of what the herbs would do.
Right.
I'll take some pictures of my art, Sally, and send them through Messenger so that Gypsy can post them so you can see them. I got some
Okay.
crazy pieces. Yeah, I got some killer pieces from Egypt. Don't we, Boochie Bear? He said I tried to eat Mama's papyrus, but she caught me. Oh shit! Tried to pull it right off the wall. Yeah. I don't know, Gypsy. You just gotta be careful.
Yeah. Yeah. It has. It's gotten like that here, and like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cigarette capital of the world right here, and this it's like when you
Oh, you
go to the
sure are.
hospital here, you have to like hike down to the bottom of the hill. There's a gas station that everybody meets up at to smoke because they don't let you smoke on the campus of the hospital. So there's all these people all around huddled up like in the winter time trying to stay warm, and smoking, and then they got to hike all the way back up to the hospital, and by the time you get back to the hospital you want another cigarette.
Exactly. I remember when Mom was in Rex. That's what I would do. I'd hike down and hide. Every
Right.
once in a while, security goes, "Haven't I told you?" You ain't told me yet. He's like, "I'm
Well,
pretty sure I told you no."
when I had my son, Kim would just go up to the roof. He would go up to the roof and smoke.
Or go hide in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all over the place. But I've got to quit smoking. I've got to. I'm not going to be able to have surgery. And if I don't have surgery, I'm going to end up not being able to walk.
I just know we can
But this
stay
feeling here
warm.
is terrible, Dixie.
Um,
I'm going to tell you, it really is. It's bad, Dixie. What do you want me to do with that ball? Throw it at you? Those kittens were so cute that you sent today.
have you tried like maybe taking a hot bath? Trying to re-regulate your nervous system. You know what I mean?
Honey, you won't believe the stuff they've done to me. It's been
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I can
Even
hear you're anxious right now, aren't you?
mhm.
I can hear it. Does anybody want to come up and talk to me and Tara and help her through this? Yes, I stopped smoking. Let's do the nicotine-free vapes. I don't
Well,
think
and
we're
you know the
supposed
damn
to
lung
vape.
doctors tell
You
you
get
not to do
popcorn.
vapes.
Yeah, you can get
Get
popcorn
popcorn
lung.
lung.
I tried to do it and I got bronchitis, so I quit. And I only tried it literally once or twice.
See,
And then
that's what I'm scared of.
I went in for a colonoscopy and endonos when they go in the front and the back. And they said, we had to revive you because you were aspirating. Are you sick right now? I said, no, I've got asthma, you freaking weirdos. They're like, well, we couldn't do it.
And see,
We
that's
kept
what's bad because I have
aspirating.
asthma. So if you got asthma, you got a double whammy.
Yep.
Sorry. But I said, I've got to quit smoking. I've got to. And we got another grandbaby that's going to be here in 2.5 months.
Awesome. That's so exciting.
Yeah,
All
little
these
girl.
babies being born. That's so awesome.
Yeah. We already know she's going to be a little girl. That'll give Ashley 2 girls and 2 boys. She'll have 2 of each.
Here's a link if anybody wants to come and hang out with us.
What do you need, Zeke? Please don't start barking and carrying on today. I don't feel like it. He's being a butthole. I went to the vet today and got his nerve medicine.
Want to go in both holes and don't even get a steak dinner or a kiss on the cheek, right?
Exactly.
That's right, Brandy. My boy does that vaping and it kills. Sometimes it's like intrusive when you get like if we were at like the movies or something and they're like on the curb or something and like they're all the kids are like vaping over there, that drives me crazy because it's like you're going through this big old pile of smoke.
Yes. Well, they told
Mackie
me not to
says,
vape.
Tara, when I was in the Navy, I was hypnotized to quit smoking and it worked for months. You
I
said
had a
quit
friend that
for
did that. She
months.
was hypnotized and it worked. I don't know who would hypnotize us in this area though, Gypsy.
Ernie hypnotizes. I'm just kidding.
No way.
He hypnotizes women on here.
Yeah, he'd hypnotize my damn bank account. Negative.
I'm kidding. He does have that effect.
If I see it now, my baby talking about, do you realize? No, I didn't.
You're falling deeply and deeply in love with me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I know she got hypnotized, quit smoking and it worked, but she also got
Yeah.
hypnotized, quit eating, and that one didn't work. So,
Yes. Now my sister did that and it worked,
oh really?
but just for a short time. Just for a short time. I think it shrinks your stomach, and then you always kind of go back to it, right?
I don't know, because like I said, I had the feeding tube in for 20 days, and ever since I've gotten out of the hospital, I have never been able to eat the same way again. It don't take hardly anything to fill me up. So, but like I said, I know I was on the feeding tube for 20 days, and it really messed my stomach up. I had a hell of a 2 years, girlfriend.
I'm
I really
sorry.
have. It'd be all right. As I said, it's been turn the TV down. Crazy 2 years.
Brandy, if you really want to do that, I wanted to write a book too because my life has been incredible. Also, that's why I started my channel. I can chronologically here, what do you call it? Talk about it more here than I can if I were to try to write it in a book and make it make sense. So I
Yeah.
just put it here. I just put it here. I did come across a VHS VCR, and I told my husband I'm gonna get that and get me a bunch of tapes and download all of my videos so nobody can take them away from me. You know how they like to threaten that here.
Don't
Yes,
get too
exactly.
bad.
So I'm just gonna sit one day and just videotape all my 1,500 videos.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And it'll give me a view too. I
Well,
got
I'll tell you,
kicked
they
off
give me take
Facebook because wouldn't stay home with my feeding tube. I went to Walmart before I got a feeding tube backpack with my pole. I'm sorry. I'm
well,
sorry.
they took mine out before. Like I said, I didn't have to come home with it. Once I got out, well, no, that's a lie. Once they took the feeding tube out, they stuck this thing down my nose and it went down into my throat. And they
Yeah.
made me eat different stuff that was green, like green jello, pudding, tinted green, and just to see if my throat and stomach could accept it.
Hmm.
And it was all kinds of weird things. I had to eat green crackers. It was crazy.
That's strange.
It was, but that's how they could see that I could swallow after
Mm-hmm.
being on the vent and the tube for so long.
Wow,
Um,
Tara.
they were getting ready to trach me, and my sister wouldn't let them. She told them no, but they said, "We
You
know."
don't have to answer this, but are you
Okay.
married?
My husband and I were married 28 years, and I caught him cheating
Oh.
with a 22-year-old.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Now, what would he have in
20.
common with a 22? You know what?
Not a damn thing.
All right, when I met Ken, he was going through that phase in life. He was leaving his second wife, and he has some little honeys on the standby. and they were young. And he said they annoyed the shit out of him. He said the music alone annoyed the shit out of him. So when I came along, he was like, "Thank God, someone that's in my age group that digs the same kind of music." Because just the
Well,
music, generational gap is like, oh my God. She was wanting to listen to that boom boom pow, and he's wanting to listen to hippie freak music.
well,
Dark side of the moon
Stevie is
stuff, right?
well, he was 10 years older than I was. So that generation
He's
gap was
mine
there.
is too. Yeah, Kent's
Yeah.
63 and I'm 53.
Well, I'm 55 and he's 65, and the girl was 22. We own our own business as well, and she worked for us. And I
Okay.
guess she thought she seen money, and she didn't realize that there was no money
Mm,
if you in adultery. um, Once you get caught,
right,
you know.
right.
So
Especially in North Carolina, you don't get shit.
mm-mm. So actually, we have been going through this for about 2.5 years now.
Hmm.
We're still not legally divorced, though. I guess yes, I am still legally married.
Is
I
he
am
with her
separated.
still? Did they stay together?
No, she dumped his
I didn't
ass.
think
She didn't
so.
want him.
Okay.
Well, they
Okay.
all did. He was sleeping with like 4 different girls, and
Oh.
you know, I guess Gypsy. Like I said, he was 10 years older than I was. He retired from because he and I worked at the same company. He
Hmm.
retired, and we owned a business, and he started working in our business full time. And that
Hmm.
little girl, there were girls that worked for us that he ended up having affairs with. But
Wow. Is he good looking? Is he really hot?
well, he's a 6th degree black belt, and yeah, he was. He's half Native American,
Oh,
and got
very
these really
dark.
crazy, yeah, green eyes, black hair,
Okay. There you
tall,
go.
built.
Yeah.
Like I said, and,
Damn.
you know, he's your typical badass. Rode a motorcycle, the whole 9 yards. Um, he ain't so badass anymore though. Pretty
Right.
much everything he has, um, I get half of. Like I said, we are in North Carolina. And
Right.
right
Right.
now, I refuse to
Alienation
leave
of
the house.
affection.
Well, see, I refuse to leave the house. I'm not leaving the house. So
That's
I hate it
smart.
for
That
you.
was the mistake I made in my first marriage. I left. That was stupid.
Mm-mm.
But I'll tell you what, I didn't care. I just wanted my freedom. I wanted to be done with it. I wanted to be over. I didn't care. I said to him, look, and he was very wealthy, or is very wealthy. Um, I said, put me back where you found me. And that was in a little 2 bedroom apartment, and just leave me the hell alone. And that's what he did. He put me back where I started. And I was like, you keep all that shit. I could care less.
Well, let me tell you a funny story. That squeaky gets too much. Let me know and I hide it from him. He's following me around. Can't you get one of your quiet balls to chew on, please? Um, he actually moved out and left me when I was in the hospital.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
I didn't know he was living. I came home, the house was tore up. He took what he wanted and he was gone. Well, that was strike one with the attorneys.
mm-hmm.
My attorney's like, he did what? I was like, oh, yeah. And I've got a little over 1,000 pictures of motel rooms being rented and guns and drugs and alcohol,
Right.
love notes, you name it. But he thought he was going to be, I guess he thought he was going to be smart. He went to another town and hired a lawyer. He went to, well, you know what I'm talking about. He went to Lenore County and hired an
Yeah.
attorney and told the attorney we were married in Lenore County in 2000. Um, he didn't have my name spelled right. What else was it? He did something else wrong. We were married. He said we were married in Lenore in 2000. He spelled my middle name wrong. Something else. Anyway, I took it down to my attorney. She's like, I could fix this. So she filed with him to be divorced because we were married in Virginia Beach. We were not married in Lenore
Mm,
County. But because he was trying to be slick, the big dummy. Oh, he had the date he left me wrong. But he ended up having to hire 2 attorneys because now he has to hire one in Loudoun County and in Raleigh because our property is in Nash County, right outside
mm,
Raleigh.
right.
So he had to hire two divorce attorneys instead of just one. Because she filed my divorce in Nash County. Well, I
Mm.
guess it's Nash County. It's what's right outside of Raleigh.
Uh,
It's
I don't
not.
know.
It's first
You
county right
talking
when you come
Durham?
out.
Durham?
No, you're going the wrong way. Come the other way, like you're going to Rocky Mount and Nashville. And anyway, it ended up having to be filed at the Nashville courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she went in and refiled everything. She could handle my divorce on both ends, but he couldn't because the person he hired for the divorce wouldn't come this far away from Lenore County. So he had to come down here and hire another attorney. So he had to pay for
Oh,
two divorce attorneys, and still ain't got nothing.
so you're
And you
you're
know,
still not through your divorce yet?
no, I'm still in the house. I refuse to leave the house.
There you go.
You know, you hear comments being made sometimes about fighting. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in this house or not. That's it. But yeah, no, I still have everything, Gypsy.
When
The
we
house, the
divorced,
cars, the bank account, everything.
we had a business together. It was a computer consulting company, and it was his baby, his gig. When we came together, that was his company before he ever met me, and I was just a secretary. And when we moved in together, we he closed the business that he had, and we started working from home because I was pregnant, and we were trying to consolidate and get to where we had lower overhead, so we could buy a better house, because the house we were in was in a high crime area. It was an historical district part of Gaston County, but it was also becoming more and more crime. Like, I couldn't even cut my grass and go in and get me tea without coming back and my lawnmower was stolen
Oh my
right in the
God.
middle of me cutting the grass.
No,
And
Sally, we
it
don't.
was
We don't live together.
ridiculous. It gotten the crime
What
had
part of
gotten
Gaston were you at?
I was on Clay Street in downtown Gastonia,
Okay, I know where you were at. Wow.
and
I
then
didn't
we
realize
bought
it
a
was that
house.
bad down there now.
It's always been bad because of the textile industry is tied to the
Yeah.
mafia. But
Well,
anyway,
that's true too.
yeah,
We
a
had a
lot
little
of
textile company here
Gambinos.
too.
Yeah, a lot of the northeastern mob, did come
Well, these were
and
Italian mobs here, but yeah.
right. Well, this is the textile industry, and the major hub of the southeast. So anyway, um, so we bought a house that was in a nice suburb because I was pregnant and we were expecting a baby and we were trying to upgrade, right?
Yeah.
And when we moved into that house is when, I don't know if I just got a hair up my ass or what, but I was going through this period where I wanted independence and I didn't want to work under his thumb, and I wanted my own gig, and I wanted to become a hairdresser. So he put me into beauty school, but I was working at night at Belk, the clothing store, and helping, get invoices out and deliver parts and cabling and that sort of thing, doing tech support over the phone, what little I could do, and taking calls and that sort of thing. Also, so I was juggling all that. Plus, I was a new mommy. Okay, trying to breastfeed and all that, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
I guess my hormones were all out of whack. But
That's kind of
my
what it
to-
sounds like.
my tolerance for bullshit had just, like, I just wasn't. I don't. It was probably my hormones. Really was.
I don't
Plus,
know, girl, because I'm gonna tell you
They had
what.
put me on Effexor, and I
Really?
had that hyped me up and made me manic as hell. I got a lot
Yes.
done and I lost a lot of weight, but it made me more manic, more aggressive, and more
Yeah.
angst. And so we were, picking at each other over little bitty things, and it would just got, escalated to, it got physical, and I was the aggressor, and I take full
Oh yeah.
responsibility for that. But when you're on the wrong med, it is like fire in your veins, and you got to release that adrenaline, right? And so it took a
Yeah.
while for my doctor to get me, stabilized off that garbage. But
Well, it does. It takes a
again,
while to get regulated.
sure does. So I totally understand what you mean about feeling like you're sort of outside yourself when they've got you on so much, um,
Yes.
pushing through your veins, right?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you what. I'll take a picture and show you the medicine they have me on, Gypsy. You won't believe it. Your mouth will
Yeah.
drop open
So
because
sometimes I
I
look
have
back
Graves'
and
disease.
we fought horribly through the divorce, and then there was the custody battle, and I wound up just settling because I had gotten hired for a major franchisor, and I was offered a sales job that was traveling, and I thought, what do I do? And I felt like that was God telling me, you need to go ahead and sign
Yep.
over custody because one, you don't have your meds straight. Two, he's going to be stuck in a daycare all day. Three, this was just the best thing for the child, not myself. It ripped my heart out, and I still say today, I feel like all I ever wanted to be when I was a little girl was a mommy, and getting pregnant at 15 and then again
Mm.
at 17, all I ever wanted to be was a mommy. And it felt like, especially after Amanda died, and I had to, my first pregnancy, I had an abortion. My parents made me do that. I've always felt like, God, why does God keep taking my kids from me? And then, I raised my grandson because my daughter was murdered. And now that he's moved out on his own and he's doing his own thing, it feels like God's taken another child away. So watching these little babies being born last night to my little kitten it was like this is what we needed. We needed this because I can't no more. I'm in menopause, and it just was something that we kind of needed to boost our. You know what I mean? Is that making
Gypsy,
sense?
D-Boss says she heard that you're upset with her.
I'm not upset with her at all.
She put a message, Gypsy, I hear you're upset with me. It's in chat.
No, I'm not upset with D-Boss at all.
Well, somebody told her you were.
No. Now I've tagged you in a few things today to clear the air because I watched the whole exchange between you and Chaotic, so I wanted to make sure that you had both sides of the whole story. So I hope that you've been to my community wall and seen all the posts that I've tagged you in. Tara, I'm losing you. You there?
I'm right here, honey.
That was all that I brought up about that. Um, so I want people to get the whole, get my side and then go get their side and then make up your own mind. I'm never gonna be. Don't you go to anybody else's chat. That's not me because we all get tired of McDonald's, don't we? And we're gonna go
Yeah.
to Burger King or we're gonna go get chicken. I mean, you can't go to McDonald's every single fucking day of your life. So I'm never gonna be a cult leader who says you can only come to my chat. I want you to go and do the research because you'll come back and say that I'm the credible one here.
Hey, DJ. How you doing, man? I know. Like I said, it's crazy how we get to this point in our lives and go, damn, how did all
Yeah,
this crap happen?
I know
But yeah.
the that yeah, I had just lost my sister to an unaliving, and I looked up to her like she was the I was born on her 12th birthday, and she was the oldest, I was the youngest,
Um,
and I adored my sister. She's who rocked me in the rocking chair. She's who threw me up on her hip when we were at the grocery store. Mom was shopping. That was her. She was who I ran to and looked up to. And back when, the preppy handbook came out, she was sort of snooty. We grew up on Country
yeah.
Club Road, and she was the snooty one of us all that we all tried to look up to. And I mean that in a good way. And it was the 80s where, everything was pink and green, and everything was
Purple.
Azad, and, the sweater over your shoulders tied around your neck kind of thing. And going up to the country club and watching the fireworks for the 4th of July with her and things like
Mm-hmm.
that. And she exposed me to why, those things were important to be successful in our city. You understand, being in the South and being in
Oh,
a,
yeah.
a town like this, you're a nobody if you can't,
That's
look like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? You fit in.
Well, my
Okay, so
daughter was a Debbie Wet, and let me tell you something. That was a fun. To those who do not know what a Debbie Wet is, it is a child who comes from a prominent family, and they will tell you up front, if you cannot afford the ball gowns, then please do not join. You have to be invited to join. They are
the
taught how to go to socials.
debutante ball,
Yep,
yes.
the
Now
Debbie Wet ball, the
yeah,
teas.
my son
Oh
went to
yes.
all that. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
my youngest one was a debutante. And, like I said, we went to the teas and the balls and the social gatherings and the social
That's a
work,
big
and
deal in the South.
you better believe it is. But you get away from the South, especially this part here, South Carolina, Georgia, you start going towards more like the West Virginia, Virginia area, they have no idea what you're
Yeah,
talking about. But, oh, yeah, you weren't nobody if you had to live in a certain neighborhood, your
that's
parents had to
right.
make a certain amount of money,
That's right. And
and
see, when
that was just to be invited to
right.
join. Then you had to, once she joined, we had to fill out a questionnaire. And I thought, this is some damn nosy shit right here now. How much money do we make, a year?
Yeah.
Which neighborhood are we, this is how they put it, which neighborhood are you established in?
Yeah.
I wanted to put the one that said the one with the gate, and then let them figure out which one it was, because there's only about four of them in this town that's got a gate at it. Four or
That's
five,
right.
And I'm like, what the hell?
So you understand because
Yes,
you're from here too. Okay, so
yes.
um uh
Southern as hell.
what was I telling you? Oh, what was I telling you all that? I can't remember why I was telling you all that. Shit, why was I telling you all that about my sister? I can't remember. Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Some,
Okay. That now I remember when I met my first husband. Now this
oh,
was
yes.
not my daughter's dad. Now my daughter's dad, he was my prom date. So we were in high school together. He was like one of my best buddies, and we were in business class together. And I actually was going out with his best friend, but it didn't work out between he and I after I had to have the abortion, and then I got with his buddy, and my friend, and my little stepsister was going out with his brother, and they kept getting into trouble. They were running away together. They had
God.
stolen my daughter's dad's Corvette and taken it to who knows where. We found out where they had taken it up to a tobacco barn in Stokes County, and we're
Oh,
just, camping out in a tobacco barn. And they were like 14 and 16. And our house was tore up. Where are they at? We're, trying to find them. And all the police were looking for them because my dad was a cop. So the whole police force is looking for my stepsister. And we would like keep our sodas in the shed where our washer and dryer was adjacent to our patio, and I would go in there and get our sodas, and it was like, "Where'd all the Dr. Peppers go?" And it's like, "She's been here. She's been here. All the Doritos are gone."
yeah.
And it's like, so it took for it's not it's funny now, but back then we were like, I felt so sorry for my stepmother. She just lost. Could you imagine losing your teenager, right? And
Yeah.
and off with some guy. So anyway, that was like a big, traumatic thing, and everybody was looking for him. And then when they found them, she had to go to the hospital and this, that, and the third. But long story short, I ran away with him. So after she ran away and they found her, I decided I would run away. So
Well, y'all were some
I
little
ran
hellions,
away,
weren't
and
you?
I never went back home.
I'd
So
have beat y'all's
at
ass.
17, yeah, I moved in with him. He traded his Corvette for a Trans Am. Thank God, it was a lot more comfortable. Thank God, to sleep in. So, it seems like at first he had a 1983 280ZX, and we would stretch the seats all the way back to sleep in, and it had a sunroof. or T-tops. It seemed like I had T-tops maybe.
Trans Am's had
And
T-tops.
yeah, and we would sit at a church and look at the stars before we'd go to sleep, you know. And but anyway, that's my sister. She passed away in '93, I believe, and then in '94 I met my first husband. I left my daughter's father, and years later I met my first husband. So he was the company computer guy. But so I was going through a traumatic time because I just lost her, the way that it all had gone down and all, and I looked up to her and everything, and I had been in this sort of uh,
Hold on.
transient.
Crazy chicken
Huh?
lady, if you anywhere near North Carolina, me and Gypsy will meet you.
Hell yeah!
Look, she's talking about she ordered moonshine and she can't drink it. Hook me up. Where do you
Oh,
want me to meet you at? I will come get it and pay for it.
she wants some moonshine. Oh yeah, I love a Trans Am. I love those, man.
But you know what? I never had Trans
I
Am.
would
I've
buy
always had a
one
Camaro.
today if I could. I would. Those were comfortable to drive in, and they had room, you know, for kids and groceries. And I
Montana.
love
Damn.
the sunroofs. Yeah,
She's in Montana. Damn.
yeah, she's way out. I would love to go to Montana though.
I would too, but I don't think we get the
I'd
moonshine
love to
back on the
see
plane.
it.
We
I
probably
would
have to
love to
drive.
see it. That's definitely a bucket list trip.
Well, the guys down here are supposed to be in Johnson County. I'm waiting for theirs to start coming out. Because, you know, Johnson County makes some daggone good moonshine.
I like that. I think it was Nicolina said one day that she had gotten some apple pie
Yeah, apple
moonshine.
pie.
That sounds delicious. I would love to try that.
It is. It's really good. If you don't buy what's in the liquor store, the stuff you get out the backwoods is good. You can buy it out of the liquor store and it's not the same. But a friend of mine,
Really?
me and her were talking, we're going to make dreamsicle. As soon as the boys out of Johnson get the
Yeah.
moonshine ready and mash in, make some dreamsicle when it comes out.
Now is mash moonshine
Yes, that's what you make moonshine out of
is
is
the
the
same
mash.
thing? Okay.
That's corn mash. Uh-huh.
Montana is where our family. Is it really? Well, that's fantastic. Look, crazy chicken lady. You see that?
What?
See, you're not alone out there. That's where she has her family reunion every year. Or this year, I'm sorry, this year.
I tell you what, I love some. I can't wait to do the creamsicle. I've
Yeah.
never done that one before. And I've had blackberry, I've had peach, I've had apple pie.
Ooh.
Um,
Is the
Usually I
apple
just
pie
drink straight
good?
white. Yeah, it's really good. I said
What's
normally
your
I just drink
favorite?
straight white lightning though. What do you think,
That
Zeke?
shit. That feels like I'm on fire
That's
going
supposed
down
to,
my
girl.
throat.
I
Holy
love it.
shit.
You know, I'm from West Virginia, so everybody had a
I've
still in the
tried it when I
backyard.
was a little, you know, when I would get the croup in the wintertime, my dad would mix it up, you know. There was the
Ooh,
cabinet underneath
pecan.
the sink. I guess it was stuff from the steel bus. I don't know where he got it, but there was always, you know, some with the potato floating in it, some with the peach floating in it. He would get some that was just clear, and I knew that was the white lightning. I was like, "No,
Yeah,
Dad." He was like, "Here, I'll put a little honey in it. You'll be fine."
girl. You get sick, you take about 2 shots of that. I always drink mine straight.
Yeah, you don't
Just kick
care
it
that you
back.
got a damn cough in,
Girl, let me tell you. Mm.
right?
Well, gee, you know what? It should be about damn time for everything to be mashed in. These guys should be running now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they should be
would,
getting
you
ready to
know, I
start
would think
running.
that anything with a berry in it would actually be probably good for you, you know?
Well, you know, in West Virginia, you know, Granddaddy was a preacher, but we still had a steal.
Yeah.
And grandmother would take hard rock candy, that nasty candy you get at Christmas,
Yeah.
and take it and put you can't use flavor. You got to put it in straight white lightning. But get that white moonshine and fill it full of hard rock candy and seal it
Yeah.
and put it in a dark corner in the cabinet. girl, and you get sick, and they would give you a piece of that candy to suck on when you were little. Well, we always thought it was, it was curing the cough. All it was
Right.
doing was getting us drunk.
I
It's just it was a great parent's way of shutting you up when you were sick.
and rotting your teeth out.
Yeah, but I can still see my
I know.
grandmother, just as religious could be, pulling that daggone bottle of white lightning out of that. Because they made it in mason jars. And like I said, it
I
was full of
know.
hard rock candy. And it would get sticky where it would melt with that moonshine. Ugh.
Yep.
It's my hair,
Yep.
suck on this, you'll be fine. You would be too. You pass the hell
I
out, is what you
remember.
do.
I remember both my parents smoking in my face, and I would be not knowing I had asthma. Why are you always coughing? What's wrong with you?
See,
Smoking
they did
all
it to
in
my
my
sister.
face. Right. Why are you always coughing? Come here, let me give you some more of this.
Oh,
Liquor. No, we know. Gee, it might have been the
yes, you
cigarette
do.
smoke in my face.
He thinks you'll stop now. That
Oh.
ball, I'm tired of hearing that squeaking. Like I said, it should be time. Everybody should be mashed in pretty good now to by the time the leaves start falling, we'll know we can get some.
No, she wasn't dragging me. It was chaotic. Chaotic was dragging me, Jody.
So
D-Boss just went to go get her side of it, but chaotic was saying that I was jealous of her, and I don't even know why. But
why would we be jealous of
um,
anybody?
you know what, Tara? I don't know if you were in here when I said this or not, but I hope that Crazy Chicken Lady shares Chaotic's link to a Chaotic Spooky Life. And you just tell me if you think she looks right with Jesus when you see her channel. That's all I gotta say. You make up your own mind.
I've seen her channel
Tell me
before, and
if
it
you want
does
to
have
be
a
standing
demonic.
next to her during a
Yeah.
lightning storm. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Moonshine with cinnamon sticks. Oh, that sounds
Oh yeah.
good.
You never had that?
I don't know, but that sounds
Oh
good,
yeah.
Brandy.
It is.
Oh,
Just put
me.
cinnamon sticks in there, let them sit. And I'll tell you something else that's really good too. Make your own moonshine vanilla
Ooh,
extract.
God, all these flavors sound good, but then you put it with moonshine, I'll be like,
Well, you can make the vanilla. I make that with moonshine, or I make it with vodka.
oh, really?
Absolute.
Okay.
Make it with absolute. It's got to be a top
What is
shelf vodka.
Everclear? Is Everclear like moonshine? Is that like the same thing?
Everclear is my will be moonshine. It's like
Yeah,
160
that
proof. That she'll
right?
kill you.
Isn't
Yeah.
that what everybody made PJ with in the bathtub
Yeah.
in the 80s?
Yep.
Right?
That's it. When I lived in Virginia, you had to have two IDs to buy it.
I think gin tastes like pine cones.
Oh my God, that's what Max husband used to drink. I don't care. What are you fussing about? You just
I
could care
used to
less that
like
I'm on
Tanqueray and tonic when I
oh
was.
yeah, gin and juice, which is Tanqueray.
Yes, I love
Oh yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. It's an acquired taste, but it's good if you get the high quality stuff.
Yeah, I
Don't
drunk
get no
oh
like 5 o'clock gin.
no, I drank it used to you could buy it already mixed.
Here.
I remember I seen Tesla and I had to drink about a pint of it before we got to the concert. I remember about two songs. After that I don't remember nothing else till we got back to the house.
Tell me some
Girl, I was scared.
concerts you've seen here in North Carolina.
Gypsy,
I don't guess it matters where you've seen them. Who are some concerts you've seen?
honest to God, there's not too many people I haven't seen. That was
Okay.
always my thing was concerts. I've
Yes,
seen
me
Kiss,
too.
5 or 6 times, ACDC, Kid
Did
Rock,
you
I was
ever?
up front.
Did you? I saw
Um,
Kid Rock in Charlotte.
well, I didn't see him in Charlotte. I seen him in Greenville and I seen him in Raleigh twice. And I
Okay.
seen him in South Carolina. Now in
He
Greenville,
was good. He was
yeah,
good.
yeah, I was up front. I mean, right up front at the
Yeah.
stage in Greenville. My sister bought me stage tickets for my birthday. Name a band. I mean, I've seen Black Sabbath,
Did you
Judas
really?
Priest,
Okay.
Nantucket, Leonard
When you
Skinner.
saw Black Sabbath, did you see Black Sabbath with Dio, or did you see it with what's his name? Not Randy Rhodes was in Black
Ronnie,
Sabbath. Black Sabbath was Ronnie James Dio and Bark at the Moon guy.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy. That's it. I couldn't think of his name. Having a brain
Yes, I've
fart.
seen the original Black Sabbath, and then I seen the other Black Sabbaths when they went back on tour with Ozzy. They had Ozfest in the late
Yeah.
'90s. I went to that every year.
Yeah.
I think somebody I haven't
I
seen.
miss doing the shit like that. That
You
was
know,
that was
Even
good,
the little
good,
bands,
clean
Nantucket,
fun.
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
Um, damn, what's the guy's name? I didn't like him, but I got drugged to go see him. Um, well, shit, Pina Colada guy.
Oh, if you like pina colada,
Yes,
Paul something.
I couldn't. I can't think of his name right now.
Now,
I got drugged.
when I saw Kid Rock, my best friend and I, when I was in sales, it's a long story. We were trying to get away from playing where we work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we were trying to step outside our comfort zone and not, go to after parties after work, but go to an after party that had nothing to do with the work people. We wanted to meet
Mm-hmm.
new people that were outside where we worked. Okay. So we joined this rock climbing company that we find in Charlotte.
Get
And
down.
I think that we were a member for an entire year and we never went rock climbing one
Oh
time.
my God.
we went we had an NFL
Funny.
Super Bowl party that we went to. We all went and saw Kid Rock. It was like we never, not once, went to rock climbing. It's the
Well, my
funnest shit.
sister was 6 years older than I was, and her husband was 8 years older. So they would take me to rock concerts when I was only, 7, 8, 9 years old. I got snuck to rock concerts. I've seen Bob Dylan,
Oh my
Eagles,
gosh, are you
Aerosmith.
serious?
Oh God, that's it. I can't think of a band that say it. If I hadn't seen them, I'll tell you.
Wow.
But
Thank you
there's
very
far.
much, guys. I appreciate your compliments. Thank you. And I see you. Thank you very much.
Oh
So
yeah.
when you saw Bob Dylan, where were you?
We were in Charlotte.
Okay.
I've seen
A
the
small
Eagles.
venue or was it big?
Yeah, that's one of the concerts I got snuck to with my sister and her boyfriend when I was little. Um,
Wow.
she was
That is
babysitting them.
cool.
So I've seen Pink Floyd, um,
You saw Pink Floyd? All
Led
right.
Zeppelin,
Let's
um,
yeah, I'm jealous of that. They're my all-time favorite.
the Eagles. I've seen the Eagles.
Love the
I,
Eagles.
girl, you don't believe the damn concerts I've been to. That's what I said. That was my thing.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna tell you,
my,
I picked on the side of the road a stereo that has the 1985 style. That's the big cabinet you open up and it's got the
get down.
um, radio and also the what's it called, turntable. We
Yeah.
picked one, and the very first album I bought was Eagles' Greatest Hits because you just got to hear the
Oh yeah.
Eagles on
Well, I seen them live, darling.
on an album.
The very first album I ever got was my dad bought me Kiss, Detroit Rock City.
Okay,
I've always been a diehard Kiss fan. Like I said, I've seen AC/DC I don't know how many damn times. Um,
that's cool.
and
I
some of
saw
Pat Benatar,
Metallica.
seen
I saw
Metallica, seen
Metallica.
Alice in
Yeah,
Chains,
yeah.
um, Rat, Poison.
So you saw Alice in Chains. How was that? Were they pretty good live?
Nah, it wasn't that great. They were
Really,
stoned.
I didn't think
Um,
Metallica was. It was after they cut all their hair off, and it was kind of dull.
yeah.
It
I
was
tell you, the
just
funniest one I ever
no
seen was
excitement.
Rat was on stage and they were lip syncing because they were so tore up they couldn't keep up with what the songs were. But he had it so
Mhm.
the stage, like you'd walk down the stage and go
Yeah.
underneath it, and there'd be another bottom tier. His dumb ass was so drunk, the lead singer, he couldn't get his way back up on the top of the stage. They had to go get him. I mean, it was. But then again, I've seen Hank Williams Jr., I've seen
Yeah.
Alabama, um, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. I mean, that was always my thing. It was concerts. That's all I ever did was go see concerts.
Here, let me show you this real quick. I hope it lets me play it so
And
you
you know
can
what's really
see it.
cool? I don't know if you realize it or not, but the kids now are wearing
Oops. Hold on, hold on. I'm getting
they're
ready to
wearing
show you
concert
something.
T-shirts.
Watch this. Watch this.
What is it? Hold on, buddy. I'm gonna get hungry.
We picked that.
With your
Sounds perfect.
woman.
Sounds perfect. I went to Evan McCain's and got me a couple of albums, and I couldn't wait to play the Eagles on it. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Doesn't that sound good on a vinyl?
You good, buddy?
I love that thing. Free is good. Free is good.
When Steve and I first started dating, he had a daughter at 17. He got married and went straight to work 12 hours a day. He had never been to a concert. And he was, well, let's see, I was 23 when I started dating him, so he was 33. He had never been to a
Yeah.
concert. And
Oh
I talked
wow.
him into going to see Bad Company with me. I gotta love
I
Bad
saw
Company.
Bad Company. Oh, they were
And Ted
awesome.
Nugent,
Everybody's, when they come out and they sing, "I feel like Nick," and all these
in love,
rednecks are
yes, Lord.
grinding all together. They start grinding each other.
Yeah, that one. And I took him to see Ted Nugent. And he was like, well, this was fun. So, shoot, every time there was a concert, I would take me to a concert, which I'd already been to a gazillion of them by the time I met him. But he'd never been to anybody. So all the bands that we grew up with or he grew up with, he wanted to see, I would go with him. Man,
Mhm.
I got, you know how the old kids, if you go in there now, the kids are wearing like the ACDC and the Kiss t-shirts. You
Yeah.
can buy them at like TJ Maxx.
Uh huh.
Ashley was like, Mom, man, I need some. I said, go right in the closet and get whatever you want.
I
I've got
love
t-shirts
TJ
from every
Maxx.
concert I've ever been to still.
That's awesome.
Like, go
That
wear
is
what you want to wear,
awesome.
baby. We went and seen the guy, can't remember his name. I'm trying, God. He was Kenny.
Chesney.
No, this guy was really young. He was rock and roll, pretty heavy metal kind of. Um,
Mm.
he didn't stick around very long, but Pat Benatar was there. It was
Mm.
him, Kenny. Oh, God, it's gonna
Kenny
drive the quick.
G. No, he's a sax player.
Mm-mm.
It's not Kenny G.
No, this
I don't
guy was
know.
a singer.
Mm.
Kenny, it'll come to me in a minute.
Okay.
But it was him, Pat Benatar, um, damn the sisters, Hart. Hart was there.
Oh yeah.
Um, he was the closing act. He was the main act. And that's driving me crazy now. He was really popular. But he didn't have it
Mm.
just a couple of albums and he was gone. But
Mm.
so I've seen some crazy ones. I got locked in at ACDC. No, that's a lie. It was Van Halen. We got locked in at Van Halen. That was horrible.
What
They
does
lost
that
control.
mean?
We were at Walnut Creek.
Okay.
Van Halen was on stage and they lost control of the crowd. And
Oh
people were
my
setting
gosh.
fires everywhere in the grass. So the only way you could get out was to go over the fence. They
Oh
had
my
locked the
gosh.
gates and you couldn't get out. So we were locked in. People were over gates. People were ODing.
Oh my
It was,
gosh.
yeah, it was crazy as hell. Fires were burning. I mean, it was,
Wow.
excuse me, that was with Sammy Hagar. And like I said, that was wild as hell. But I had seen David Lee Roth too, but that time Sammy Hagar was singing with them. And they locked us in, lost complete control of the crowd.
I
Um,
loved David Lee Roth, but that 5150 album. I mean, that was like when I was 11th grade, I think, in high school. I mean, that album was one of the all-time best in my opinion.
yeah,
It was
I
different.
liked Van Halen when it was the original Van Halen when David Lee Roth was with them when they first come out.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Hagar was okay, but I didn't care for David Lee Roth by himself. He wasn't all that to me.
No.
Um, but he was really good with the group. Um, and Sammy Hagar, I liked him better solo than I did with Van Halen. I will say that. I'm trying to think who else I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't like Hagar alone.
Mm-mm.
But I like the 5150 album, just that album.
The album, yeah, it was pretty. It's all right.
But everything else, it's got to be David Lee Roth. I mean, everything about him was perfect. He was a good front man. He was funny. Um, in my opinion, he always. They say that there was like ego and arrogance, but it always seemed like he included Eddie. We're not all front people that he's had did. You know what I mean? And like videos and stuff, he tried to appease him, but I don't know. I think there was when I just saw him interviewed recently, David Lee Roth. He said that the brothers, Eddie and his brother, that they were
Hmm.
like a clique and you weren't part of it, and it made it a difficult dynamic in a band when you have two of them that are siblings and tight as hell.
That's
It
how
was hard
ACDC
for
was.
creative expression.
Yeah, Angus Young and Malcolm. That's how they were. Because he
Yeah,
played guitar and Malcolm played drums, and they were that
yeah.
click tight, like Eddie Van Halen, his brother. Damn, girl, I'm getting old.
That sounds good. A jacuzzi hot tub full of smoothies to the brim for the women and gypsy soul to relax in. Hell yeah. Hey, could that hot tub be in the back of a limo and you take us for a ride while we're in
Hell yeah!
it? I'm up.
Look, we would get
I'm
up there.
gonna live before I go out.
Have you ever been to Lollapaloozas?
No, but I know a lot of people who were. I know some people that were actually playing in it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I got stuck going to Lollapalooza several times when I had my daughter and my foster child. Because
really.
they were, yes, they always wanted to go. And you ain't never seen none of these things. 10,000 kids that ain't took a damn shower in 3 days and it's 100-degree temperature, okay? Good God have mercy. But
Well,
they did that. They
what
had
did you think of the Woodstock in the '90s that they tried to have? And
shit
yeah, and Fred
rip
Durst from
off.
Gastonia goes up there and ruins it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't.
What
But
did
those
he
guys,
start
they took
singing? Burn shit or break shit? What was it called? What was the name of the song? Break shit. And they start setting everything on fire. Way to go! Way to go! It's supposed to be a hippie party, you weirdo.
yeah, see, I never got to see like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix.
I know, me too. Anything hate Ashbury, right?
Yeah, I mean, I never got to see any of those guys.
Right.
But I still got to see so many. I really am lucky, Sally. Thank you. So blessed. I got to see so many hardcore rock and roll guys. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Tesla. Tesla was incredible.
I love Tesla.
What I
I
remember
did.
of it, it was really good. What I
Oh,
remember of it.
yeah,
Um,
they had some great music.
let's see, who else? Name
Love
somebody.
is all around you.
Y'all name somebody. I'm trying to think. Y'all seen me in
Love
concerts I have.
is knocking outside your door. Is waiting for you. That's one of them. And
Oh
then
God, what was the band?
Modern
Wait a
Day
minute.
Cowboy. Do you remember Modern Day Cowboy? I'm gonna play
Mm-mm.
just a note up because this is my all-time favorite Tesla song. Because my daughter's father had this. He was always trading cars. That was like his way of making us side hustle money when we were together. And he would flip cars. And one of my all-time favorites that he had was it was a midnight blue with real heavy dark tinted windows Trans Am. And this wasn't a 5 speed, it was an automatic, so I could drive it. And you would just like barely tap on the gas and it would like that. So he would let me drive it from our apartment down to the corner store and back, but that was it, right? And I would be so damn nervous riding in this car, but I would crank this song up.
Let's
Hold on a
see.
minute. I
Yes,
would crank
Sally.
this song.
I have seen Tom Petty. I've seen Eric Clapton, and or if you're referring to Stevie Van Zandt, yes, I've seen him too. But yes, I've seen Tom Petty several times.
Here it
I've seen Eric Clapton twice.
Oh, I love Eric Clapton.
I've
Let's
never
see if
seen
y'all know
Snoop
this
Dogg,
song.
but I did see. If you're talking about Stevie Van Zandt, then yes, I did see him too.
Cool. Okay, let me get
But
through
you know,
this
those kids would
commercial
pull
real
up.
quick.
They would bring pickup trucks out there with rubber liners and fill them up full of water, and have little pool parties out in the parking lot waiting. When you'd have the 2 and 3 day concerts, it
Yeah.
was crazy. It was some wild shit. If you don't quit that whining and crying,
See if y'all know this song. Yeah, and then they had the Love Is. Oh, I'll play it too. Here, I know you
that's the
haven't
one
heard
I'm
it.
thinking of. Love will find its way.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Little Susie's coming up. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Love song. It's called Tesla Love Song. Okay, I think everybody knows it. Hopefully. They take me down yet? Am I still here? Am I still here? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. I thought maybe they cut me off.
Nah, I used to tell people I wanted that played at my funeral. Love
Oh,
will find a
okay.
way. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
I'm gonna
always
go
one of my
public
favorite
stroke if I
songs.
keep playing it. You think I'm okay?
Yeah, you might want to slow down
It
because you
is too. I love it.
yeah, I don't want to talking.
Do what? Okay. I do too, Crazy Chicken Lady. That was or Sally, that was the shit,
It
wasn't
really
it?
was.
That was when we had fun, right?
Well, now I know some of the
It
70s
really
stuff like
was.
Nantucket and um
Oh yeah, the Doobie Brother. Oh
Doobie
God,
Brothers, yeah, but
yes.
God, where's the one I'm
Yeah,
thinking of?
Daryl Hall
Judas
and John
Priest.
Oates. Yes. Yeah. Love it.
Who's it coming? Somebody's coming. My best friend just told me the other day her and her husband got tickets to it. It was not somebody I wanted to see because I've seen them. Wasn't Def Leppard. Um, They might have to ask her again. It'll be a good concert though, but I remember thinking, dang, I've seen them a lot. Def Leppard puts on a hell of a good concert. They really do.
Yeah. I love
Um,
them.
Even after he lost his arm, I thought he was a better drum player.
Hmm.
Um,
I saw Phil Collins. He's
I've,
on his deathbed now.
I've seen Phil
Yeah.
Collins. My sister drug me to see Bob Seger, um, which I didn't really want to go see Bob Seger, but I went because she was wanted to go. She didn't want to go by herself, so I got drugged to that. Um,
Oh, I love Toto, Debbie. That was good. We'll play some. Here we go.
Little Wayne.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't think I've seen any. I've not seen any of the any rappers. I really
I
hadn't.
was a huge MTV addict when I was a
Navan's business
teenager.
travel platform.
Let me mute that. Um, and so I like watching music. That
Was the
to
Cassie was the high IQ one, and I was the wild ass one. So anytime she wanted to do something, because she was older than I was, but you would have thought I was the oldest one. But anytime she wanted to do something, she was scared. She'd make me do it with her. Like I said, she wanted to go see Bob Seger, but she was scared, so I had to go with her. Um, I mean, a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, she's older than I am, but still, I was always the one that got in trouble. She was always the one with
Mm-hmm.
the nose in the book, But it's all right. But yeah, we seen matter of fact, she's the one who drugged me to damn Def Leppard after he had his arm cut off in that car wreck. I gotta be surprised. I'm gonna tell you, I really didn't want to go because I didn't think it would be that good. Because I had seen them so many times prior.
Yeah.
But damn if it want a better show. That boy had his shit together. And who was it that sung Rock You Like a Hurricane?
Oh, yeah. Let me ask y'all this since y'all brought up Fleetwood Mac. How many here know of Buckingham Nicks? Have you ever heard of them? They were Stevie and what's his name before they got with Fleetwood.
It
I'm gonna
was
play
Brandy. It
this.
was wild.
When I first got with my husband, he turned me on to them, and this was what he was doing then. Here, let me play it.
I'm trying. The witch. What is her name?
Do you always trust your first initial feeling? Smallage holds true.
That's what they were like before they got with Fleetwood.
Who
Play another
was?
one that was kind of
Help
close to
me.
it. Play it.
Oh my
This
God. Help me, help me, help me. The witch. Fleetwood Mac. The one who's an actual witch. The woman.
Stevie.
Help me.
This is
Stevie.
this is the one that I like, and this one's
Yeah.
called Stephanie. Stevie's first name is Stephanie. He
Mm.
wrote this for her when they first got together.
She was a practicing witch. I guess she still is.
Yeah. This is what me and my husband were listening to when we first got together.
Gypsy. Baby.
Yeah.
You are monetized and you are
Yeah.
getting dangerously you really need to stop playing music. It just
Okay, I
hit me. It
will.
wouldn't take but one person to turn you in. We need to private this after you close it, okay?
I will.
You got copyright
I'll
music on
edit
here,
it. It
baby.
gives me a edit tool if I want to mute
Oh,
out
okay.
sections or edit. It's pretty cool
Okay.
now. They let you edit it.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
just
I was
mute
saying,
out the
damn, she's
music.
gonna get in trouble.
No, it'll let you just mute it out, and then or
Okay.
you can share, or it lets you share your 12 cents. You can either do I don't know why people get struck. I don't know
Because
what
they
they're
don't edit
doing
it out.
wrong cuz I don't. I just they just send me a thing, do you want this edited? Do you want to you can either mute it, you can cut it out, or you can share the monetization. Those are the three options it always gives me.
Yeah, well, they've gotten not as strict about it. 'Cause it used to be they automatically took your AdSense and shut the video down. So they've changed it,
Hmm.
which is
Hmm.
good because they should give you a
Yeah, I know,
choice.
really.
Yeah. Because
No,
I
I
mean,
haven't seen that, Debbie. I'll have to look for that. Her sister Lori singing Nightbird. I'll have to look for that. We're big fans of theirs. Still learning that. I can't take metformin, Sally, because I have IBS-D gut issues, and it tears my stomach up. I can't do it. I've tried, but it'll put me in a tailspin with my stomach, and I
oh,
can't leave the house.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just letting her know that it does upset your stomach like big time.
I know they got me on some kind of stomach medicine. I have to take it twice a day, the little pill.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's by prescription. But boy, my tummy burns if I don't take it.
What is it you take?
Hold on, I tell you, I got it sitting right here. It is FAMD
Yes,
OT,
I'm on it too. I'm on that too.
TIDNE.
Yep. I'm on that too.
Girl, I just.
I think it's called Pepsid. Is it Pepsid AC or something like that? It's something like that. But yeah, I think that's the prescription strength of it. Sometimes it doesn't touch my stomach gurgling though.
If you go whenever you get a chance,
Bless your
you can
heart.
go in. Did you see the Egyptian art I sent you?
The art.
I sent you some
Oh
pictures of.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's some of my art. That's not all of it. That's just some of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've got it everywhere. But yeah,
That is awesome.
I've got a ton of papyruses that I've actually collected just about enough now. I've got the border for the room,
Oh
and then
wow.
I've got enough of the papyruses to do wallpaper with.
Mhm.
But I don't want to hang them yet until I find out whether or not I'm gonna keep the house.
Right.
But oh yeah, it's everywhere. That's what I'm saying. I got ISIS running across my back on one side, and the other side's all Native American stuff. All right, Butchie.
I do too, crazy chicken lady. What is it that they're saying is making her stomach so inflated like that? They say if you have a stomach shaped like an apple, you're in jeopardy of heart disease, and
Yep,
yeah, I've got that. I've got that.
you got the apple. So do I.
That's why I've got to get off soda so I can deflate it. And every time I get off soda and I switch to water, I get my hourglass back. So I've just got to drop the soda.
I started drinking. I'm real bad about drinking Sun Drops
It's
because now
rotting
brown
my teeth
soda.
out anyway.
Ugh. Well, brown soda really upsets me, and I go through spells where I don't drink nothing but Sun Drop. But you know what? Have you
Hmm.
tried the Crystal Light, the sweet tea,
Yes, I
and
love
the
them. I
lemonade
love
mix?
flavored water. Yeah.
Well, you can buy the Crystal Light now to make the pictures, and
Hmm.
they've got one that's sweet tea. Gypsy, it almost tastes like real Southern sweet tea. It's as close as you
Really,
can
I'm gonna
get for
try it
fake.
then. I've been
And the
using
lemonade, mm-mm.
it's a purple. It must be grape. I guess it is grape. The flavor grape. That's the one I've been using. I
Did you
love
see
it
Paul come
though.
up in here?
No.
I have not heard from him.
Will you turn on the air conditioner? I'm over here sweating.
I had mine on
Turn.
earlier.
He turned on the heat for the kittens. Just in case they're cold. Now I'm sweating.
Well, like I
Hey,
said, I had my
Grace
air
and
conditioner on
Mercy, good
earlier.
to see you.
Hey, Grace. I was trying to see. Ma Liberator is still in the hospital. Um, but I hadn't seen him say anything about it.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm like getting overheated and go lay back down.
Well, hang on just a second, because I just sent Paul a message to find out how Ma is.
Okay.
See if he answered me real quick. Oh, he was looking for me yesterday. Where was I yesterday? I was here. Oh yeah, the brandy, the crystal lights, the ones where you make the picture instead of just putting
Mhm.
in a water bottle, but the actual picture. The lemonade tastes like absolutely real lemonade, and
Uh
then
huh.
the sweet tea. They have a tea, a lemon tea, and then they have a sweet tea. The sweet tea is the one that tastes like real tea. So we
The
drink that
sweet
all the time
tea.
too. Hmm. So I'll go through Kicks where I'll drink Sundrop for however long, and then excuse me, then I'll go back and start drinking
Yeah, I like
nothing but
Sun
water
Drop.
again.
And
Yeah.
yeah, we have gotten into peach flavored tea. My husband loves peaches, and we've gotten to where we like that. Is it Arizona? Sometimes it's Arizona, and sometimes it's Lipton, isn't it? Peach flavored tea. Yeah, it's just good as hell.
Well, I haven't tried that.
Yeah, it's just good. It is. When
I
it's
have to check that
naturally
out.
sweetened like that with your fruit and vegetables,
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have it than uh, the gluten and bread bloats your stomach. Okay, but I don't eat any bread. I like never eat bread because we never buy it. We like rarely, but we buy bread maybe once a month, and that's the truth.
You
I think
saw
I
me
saw
if I want to.
Liberator. He said that the Liberators are at Morbid's. I ditched Morbid for Easy, and then I ditched Easy for Gypsy. Hey, the woman won.
Well, what's Morbids? What am I
Yeah, what
missing?
it,
What's Morbids?
I just know that they were trying to expose him on Ernie's today. I don't know. I heard that they were playing some footage from the Discord where he was talking to children. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't go to Easy's. I think yesterday was the first time I went in there, and I can't tell you how long. Um,
Really?
I just don't go over there anymore. He don't never have anybody like 30, 40 people in there. But then he's just always so pissed off about everything. I don't know what's got
They're
into
snotty
him.
nosed kids over there. I know. They really
Yeah,
are. They really are. No, he's talented and everything like
he
that. And
is.
he's funny as shit. Like the other day when he covered me, like sometimes I don't mind a funny troll. He was
Yeah.
covering me. And when I made my see, this is it. This is what happened. Just so y'all know for the record, I was on my TikTok late at night, and there was a filter that you could use that had a leopard on it. Well, when I chose it, you know how TikTok will automatically put a song with it? It put Eye of the Tiger with it.
Oh
And I
no.
had, so it saves it to my phone after I uploaded it to TikTok. And I was like trying to upload some content for YouTube the other day. And I saw it and I was like, that was a really good picture of me, right? And so
Right.
I was like, sure, I'm gonna upload it. I didn't have on any makeup and I thought it was a pretty good picture of me. And he got stuck on the fact that it wasn't a tiger. And I was like, but it was a good picture, wasn't it? It's the picture of me that was good. I wasn't going to trash it.
Lord
And
have
he
mercy.
was making fun of me because he didn't think that I knew my tigers and lions and leopards, which I don't. I constantly ask my husband, is this a tiger? And it was just funny the way he was picking on me. And I laughed my ass off. And I think I told him that that his coverage of me was the funniest and the most entertaining. Anybody can throw insults, but
Yeah,
his was just
really.
it was just funny the way I can't remember what it was he said that he had me in stitches though. Cuz if you don't
Oh
have
God.
humility where you can laugh at yourself, you don't need to be here, you know?
Well, I'm gonna have to go check Morbid out. Is that the name of the channel? Just Morbid?
I think it's Morbid X. If
Okay.
anybody knows the link, y'all can drop it. My cousin and I rode three-wheeled granny bikes while listening to Eye of the Tiger. We were yeah, that's
That
what I
is
thought it
funny.
was.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go check
Now,
that
the
out.
other day I noticed somebody tagged him and it said Morbid Podcast. Has he changed his name from Morbid X to Morbid
Pause
Podcast?
there
I'll
on your
just put
side.
that both out there. Hey, there's Liberators. Good to see
Yeah.
you. We've been
Let's
praying
see.
for you.
Yeah. Well, I said Paul just came in. What's going on with Ma? Grace, I can't do it either and wouldn't do it. I just, I got some drama gypsy chick after my name in here, but I'm with you. Huh? Talking about she
Okay,
couldn't
there
put
it
a
is. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. She said he's live now. If y'all want to
who's
go
live?
watch him after I close out, she said Morbid is, and there's his link.
Okay, I'll just go check him out, see who he is. I don't know him. I don't think I know him. You know, I kind of stay in the same little places. I don't be running all over everywhere. I don't want all that drama in my life.
They say he's a sadist.
Oh,
M E.
really?
Yes, yes. Like he's
Yeah.
got. If you go to his channel, play the
Mm.
footage where you see a girl with black hair and red lipstick, and it's where he and the girl that was on Ernie's panel today, Meh, MEH, she has a podcast. She
Okay.
flew out to stay with him for a while, and it didn't go well at all. And she is who labeled him a sadist.
Oh.
And I direct you to her channel. Like I said, her name is MEH Podcast. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see on his channel what happened when they broke up.
Well, see, I don't understand this. And I think you told me you were aware of who Anision was, if I'm not mistaken.
Of
Um,
who is?
didn't you tell me you knew who Anision was?
No, but I've heard of Morbid.
Okay, well, Anision was the 10 million YouTube subscriber that it took myself and several other big channel YouTubers to kick off YouTube. Um,
Mm,
Sarah finally, yeah, we had him. He was grooming people. He was having girls fly out underage.
mm,
Um, he even had a mother sign custody of her daughter over to him and his wife, who was just
wow.
barely of age, like 1 year of age. He was like 10, 12 years older than they were. But grooming, you won't believe the shit. If you ever get a chance, I think he may still have some channels up where you can find them, but they're not monetized anymore. Most of them have been taken down. But Anision was,
Liberators, if you want to drop your cash app, please do. I think you've got a wrench. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
he was so bad. His daughter fell out of the 2-story window because he was in the back of the house having phone sex.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they had an underage girl live with them. Him and his wife, she was bisexual. They would have 3 and 4 people in bed with them. It was just unbelievable what all came out. And finally, YouTube pulled all his monetization and banned him from the channel. But he had like 7 or 8 channels, Gypsy, and every
Yeah.
one of them had between 1 million and 10 million subscribers.
Wow. 10.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm gonna say this. I was in a setting, um, and after I heard about this, I said to this group of teenagers, "Have you ever heard of this person, this particular creator, Jimmerman Morbid X?" And they said yes. And I was like, "How do you?" And they're all the potato cult. How do you know about that? So it was like, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's give
Yeah.
me creepy vibes, creepy vibes. And that's just my opinion. I'm not a news source. I'm not a documentary. I'm a rag mag. So we can say whatever the hell we want to over here. Right? There's my disclaimer.
Gypsy, if you'd have seen some of the grooming, I mean, this whole thing was on live, okay? Everything he did, he videotaped. He videotaped shaving her head.
Oh my
Um,
God.
you would
That's
not believe the shit.
awful.
Oh, if you ever get a chance, just kind of see if you can find him just for a minute for information. Um,
Send me the spelling of his name if you know.
oh, Onision.
Onision. Never heard of him.
Onision, yeah.
Wow.
Just like I just put in Onision, he'll start popping up. Um,
Wow.
Dixie, we changed her name to Dixie. Um, Gypsy, Are you gonna let Liberator? Thank you for letting Paul Liberator um put his cash app and stuff in.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it going in chat yet though. If somebody would
I
type it,
haven't
I'd
either.
appreciate it. If somebody knows how to go
He
get
said he
it
don't
and
know how to
drop it,
do it,
please. Let me see if I can do it from my phone.
and I
Hold
just
on.
tried. It won't let me put anything in chat still, so I don't know what that's all about.
I'm gonna do it. Liberators. Well, how
You
do I
think
know
we could
what it
keep it up
is?
maybe a couple days?
How do I know what it is? Can y'all tell it to me and let me type it in chat? What
Paul,
is it? Can y'all
um,
tell it to me and I'll put it in chat?
Paul, do you know the PayPal one, or do you need me to go get it?
Hang on, give me. Okay. I think it was Onisium had 10 million. Well, I'm not brain dead and I can put the lies together. Yeah, I know, right? You don't know how to copy. Okay, no problem. I'll do it. He can type it. I don't know it. He says he doesn't know it. Okay, well, um, no worries. I was just trying to help out. I understand. I only know my cash app, so I
It
understand.
is
They're
Sherry.
hard to keep up with, and you have
Give
to
me,
have some. What is it again?
if you give me one
PayPal.
second, I'm gonna go on PayPal and get them all. Give me just 1 minute, okay? I gotta go
All
get
right.
it.
So okay. Oh, he did it. He put it there. Thank you, Livs. Okay. Here it is. Here we go.
Okay, Paul's got it.
Okay, so
Okay.
go ahead. What were you saying?
Yeah, I don't know what the Cash App is. I don't remember that one at all. Paul, that is
They
PayPal.
they were wanting you to put that in the chat too. That dude's name that you were talking about, Onisium.
It won't let me print. It won't let me type nothing in this thing.
Damn, that sucks.
I know Onision. Let's go try to fake it out and see if it'll let me do it.
He says that's the Cash App. I don't know the PayPal. Okay.
I have the PayPal. If you'll give me a second, I'll go get it. Hold on.
Mods, while you wait, can y'all share out the live, please? Please share out the live. There might be others that want to help out, and when they see this live, they'll be able to see their. Here, we've got it here. Thank you.
You got it, Sherry
So, if
Brandy?
y'all
Yeah,
would
yeah. That's
share
it.
out this live, so more people will be able to see it and can donate to them. The
See,
more
that's what pissed
people.
me off about Tina talking about I was always begging for money for the Liberators. Okay. I
I
think I
don't
asked
know.
twice if we could help them. How many times a night did you beg for money?
Right. I don't mind at all.
You know, but that really upset me talking about you're always begging for the Liberators. Paul has a job.
Right.
He's taking care of two sick women. And how many times did you beg for car payments and everything else?
Hmm.
So I don't think really you had the right to say that.
If y'all
I
would,
don't think
mods, share this out. Okay. Go ahead.
if anybody gets online and grifts and asks for money and does all that, they don't have the right to say anything about anybody else doing it. That's just my point. especially when it's something like this.
Mm-hmm. I love them to death. And you. I love all you guys. Anything I can do to help. That's what we're supposed to do as a
Exactly.
civilized society, That's what we're
Well,
supposed to do.
I just think that, like I said, if Ezekiel, stop that.
Yes, Debbie, please. Please do. Have a great weekend.
I'm coming.
Bye, Debbie.
But yeah, you should help people. You never know when you're going to need help.
Hmm.
I'm coming, Ezekiel. Calm down.
Love you too, Debbie. Have a great time.
Bye, Debbie. Love you.
Yeah,
What do
tell
you want
Daisy I
outside?
said hello.
Okay, hold on, Zeke. Let me open the door for you. I need
Anytime,
one of those
Lavenders. Love
doors.
you to death. We're supposed to help
We'll
each
keep
other
seeing what we
out,
can do,
right?
Paul. Maybe if Gypsy don't mind, we could post it maybe a couple times a week until we can get Ma home.
Yeah.
I know the gas and food going back and forth, and the gas to the
I
radiology and
wish I
everything else is
was
crazy.
I wish I was a bigger channel, but nobody donates here. So don't get your hopes up. I mean, literally, I don't make anything. I haven't made threshold in 2 months. I mean, I'm not gonna get a check this month, so not till next month. I wish I was a bigger channel for all you guys. I hate it. I wish I could beg to get my vehicle fixed.
You're welcome,
I know
Paul.
we're broke too. I understand.
Yeah. I mean, right now I know I am. I got to spend $3,000 coming up. I've
So
got to
vote,
get
vote,
square.
vote. Go out and vote this November.
Well, I got to get straight with Uncle Sam. It's going to cost me about three
Yeah.
grand
Oh
because
my
I have to pay
God.
every year. Yeah. And last year I paid, and then I got a letter 2 weeks ago saying that I owed $600, which really meant
Mhm.
I owed 300 that they missed, and then they will
Mhm.
charge me 300 interest. Y'all are
Wow.
some fucking gangsters, okay? The mob don't get those kind of rates.
Right.
So go get some damn loan sharking people come out cheaper than messing with IRS. But it is tax time, and it is time to pay my taxes on my house and my car and everything else. So, ugh.
We didn't make enough this year to file taxes.
God, I wish I didn't.
Isn't that pathetic? Even
Did you
adding
get him
my
back?
income in, because I was like, huh?
Did you get
Because
anything back?
no, we don't get anything back. He's retired from the Navy. He's 63. Thank you,
I'm
honey. I
retired.
appreciate it.
Damn, I'm retired. They eat my ass up every year.
I thank God for y'all and you too, Sally. I'm glad you're here. Hey, country girl, good to see you.
I know, Paul. I know.
You don't file taxes? Yeah, I thought we would, but no, we don't make enough. We're
What
still
is it, North Carolina? You got to make,
poverty.
but if
He
even if you don't,
goes to the IRS website and there's because like he tried to file it and they're like, "What are you doing? You don't even stop."
but even statewide, they wouldn't. Because whatever you're paying more state than you are federal. Um,
I don't know. I just know that we're
he
below
should check to make
poverty.
sure that he don't get no. That he's not entitled to any state taxes back.
He's not. He like got
Um,
really pissed off, but no, we're not.
I'm sorry. I tell him. I'll switch with him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hell yeah. I would much rather
That's why I
not get
don't
anything back than
encourage.
have to
That's why
pay.
I don't encourage my kids to join the military. It
Well,
maimed him for life, and he, for what? Over oil.
my uncle's a retired warrant officer. He pays taxes and he gets taxes back. off his retirement. I think it depends on what your rank is when you
Mm-hmm.
retire. Is what your
Probably.
retirement amount is? Yeah,
Probably.
because like I said, my sister looked at mine the other day, and she's like, "This is gonna be a mess." I said, "Yeah, I know." So you might as well go ahead and get your damn computer out and get busy, because it's not gonna be simple to file.
He had to like call and get help from them, and they were like, thanks for offering, though.
Well, they
Yeah,
get
North
me.
Carolina.
North Carolina's. I wish we
Backwards, I
were a
know.
Commonwealth.
I do
You
love
know,
it, though. I do love North Carolina, so I can't diss it, but I wish they were a little different.
the
Hey, Dark
taxes in
Knight.
North Carolina are a bitch. Don't worry, stay home, don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Coming. Here's where they get me, and I probably need to keep my damn big mouth shut. But by the time I get my disability from work, my disability from the government, and my retirement from work, they just eat me alive.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wonder whether the ought just not to get any of it. Does my toenails taste good? I just painted my toenails and I got the lick down dry from the dog. Anybody want a Doberman with a big mouth?
Your Doberman's gorgeous. Is that chocolate? It looks like
Yes, he
milk
is. He is
chocolate.
solid chocolate.
God, gorgeous.
He is a European Doberman, and he is solid chocolate except for right there on his nose. You can see it was just a little bit lighter, but the rest of him is solid chocolate.
I used to live at the coast of North Carolina, Dark at Night.
Which beach is she at, babe? We just crashed your mama's beach house. Do you hear this big mouth? But yeah, you have to post a picture of Zeke one day so everybody can see who Big Mouth is. Yeah, you guys post. I say, don't you have a picture of him? But you do.
You can friend me on Facebook. Anybody can. You just
Yeah, by the
type
time
in
I
the real Gypsy Soul, and I pop up.
yeah, but I'm when like when we're on chat like this, so
No,
that like
I'm telling them in chat
oh I'm
that
sorry.
they were asking. Corolla, North Carolina. I've not heard
Oh,
of that. I've never heard
me
of that.
neither. That might be a fun place to crash. Your parents stay there often? Is the house vacant a lot? Y'all have security systems? I'm just joking. Maybe. You go crash somebody's house at the beach?
Dog's going crazy. I've never heard
What's
of
that?
that. We live way north, but go down there a few times a year. Okay.
Randy, mine is too. They had him on Prozac.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes a nightly calming powder on his last
Mm-hmm.
meal of the night. We have finally found a Doberman trainer in this area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a regular trainer is useless. You need one that has trained Dobermans that knows what to do. Um, so my vet, when I went today to pick up his Prozac, the vet
Yeah.
said, "I found you a trainer." I said, "Thank you, God." He's like, "Yeah, because see, they've got a boot camp somewhere close to you that trains them, Gypsy, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like $2,000 for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to take him up there, and I'd have to leave him up there by you, and he'd have to stay there the whole time." So I'm gonna try this first.
I want to ask you a question.
Sure.
Okay.
Uh,
This is a numbers question.
Sure.
Looking at Ernie's high numbers, uh, why isn't he monetized?
Ernie's not allowed to be monetized anymore, sweetheart. You don't
How
know
is that
you
channel
don't know
make
the
money then?
$8,000 monetization deal.
No.
Ernie was monetized, and he had about an $8,000 check. This is what I've always been told. He was right at about $8,000 was what his first check would have been, and he did something. I'm not sure what, but YouTube came in and took his monetization from him. And then you know that Ernie's had multiple channels. Well, those multiple channels have been in other people's names, and they've been in his names. So YouTube will shut it down. When YouTube realizes that Ernie is running the channel again, it will be shut down. They'll come back in and shut him down again. Unless
Damn.
it's in somebody else's name that
I
you know,
read that it can be in someone else's name and he's the host. They
yes,
allow
he would have to
that.
do it like that. Mm-hmm.
They allow that. He
But see,
just can't.
used to, Ernie had been shut down so much, and it sounds terrible, but like he would get a channel going good, and then Nicolina
He
turn him
would be
down.
making a lot of money though, right?
He would be, but he can't have a monetized channel in his own name because
Oh.
he's had his monetized channel taken already, and he's had channels deleted that was in his name afterwards. So he would have to find somebody who he could put a channel in their name, and they would give him his money.
Well, oh, okay, okay.
And see, I think there's already been a channel in Lori's name, from my understanding, and they took her channel too.
Oh.
I think there's been 2 or 3 people like that have opened channels for him, and then yeah. Um, Mama T says that she could be remonetized, but I don't think so.
Why?
Because anytime you have once they take your channel, your monetization channel, Easy did it the smartest way anybody I've seen.
What
He
does
went
that
in,
mean?
okay. Easy had 2 channels. He got them both monetized, okay.
Mm-hmm.
His backup channel and his regular channel, he got them monetized. So
Yeah,
if
but
they
he
come
has
in,
other. Can
huh?
I add to that?
Sure.
I don't think that people realize he has a team of people helping him.
Oh yeah, but I was gonna
I
say that.
don't. I don't. And I don't think that's fair when they like want to measure your success against someone like him, like us starting off about the same time, trying to grow our channel at the same time, and he's like taken off and surpassed me. That's because I make my own clips. I got to do all this shit myself. He's had help. You know what I mean? He's got people. He'll go, hey, so and so, get me this. Hey, so and so, get me that. I don't have that. You know, so that's not a fair.
No, but here's where they
You
get you
understand
with
what
the
I'm saying?
monetization. I understand what you're saying, honey, but what I'm trying to explain to you is
Oh, I know what you're
because
explaining.
Easy.
I just wanted to make a point.
Oh yeah. Well, with Easy having both channels monetized, if he loses one channel monetized, he's not gonna lose the other one. Okay? Because he's already
Mm-hmm.
got it monetized.
Right.
That's just like when Nicolina lost her her monetization off her channel. She couldn't get her backup channel monetized. But if it had already been monetized, she'd have been all right. So I don't know how Ernie would have to go about doing it now. Because, like I said, he had, I think, from what I've been
There should
told,
be a better appeal process.
well, he's lost like 4 or 5 channels in his name, from what I understand. I think one got taken in Lori's name. No, Mama T can't be monetized again. She says she can, but she can't.
Mm.
Because she was porn bombed and the channel was taken
That
down.
sucks. That's not
Yeah,
fair, I don't think, to them at
it's
all.
not fair. It's not fair at
That
all.
really upset me that day with
Yeah,
her
that was
channel.
shitty
I
what they
got
did.
real depressed because at the time I was going through some of, my own shit, and listening to her inspires me sometimes, and her music and all. and then all of a sudden it was gone. It was like, you got to be kidding me.
Mm-mm. I know. What they did to her was really
That
shitty.
was not right.
Yeah, they should
I
have
don't
never
care
done
how
that.
mad she is at me.
Oh, I don't care
That's
how mad
not
I am at her.
right.
It still ain't right.
Right.
I thought it was really shitty what they did to her. Um, but
I mean,
now,
so many people depend on her channel, whether they realize it or not, to
yeah, but
get sort of the scoop when we've missed so many lives. That's sort of the go to place for the 411 on what's happened for the day, Plus, it's where all our friends are,
well, I
And
mean, you
like I said, I
still.
mean, to me, I know people say that her music is cheesy, but I never thought so. It was inspiring to me because I like 80s music, and when I hear it, it uplifted my spirits.
My only thing about her intro was it was 15, 16 minutes long. It was too long. Most time I wouldn't even. Well, there's several of us. We wouldn't even go over there. We sit and wait and talk until because it was too long, in my opinion. But hey, like I said, it's not my channel. It's not my business. But
Hmm.
now she could get a channel in somebody else's name and monetize it. Ernie can
Yeah,
get a channel in somebody else's name and monetize it.
and be the
But
host.
here's the thing: who can you trust to give you your money?
Oh well, you're your kid,
Well,
I guess.
I tell
Yeah,
you
but
something
she's
else.
got a daughter, right? I would do that. I would. I mean, if she was still around, I would probably trust my daughter. I mean,
I was thinking about
uh,
Ernie. Who does he have that he could trust to? Because Mama T
oh,
can't do it for him now because
yeah,
she lost
that's
her
true.
channel. I don't think Lori can do it because Lori's lost a
I sure
channel for.
knew.
So I don't know. See, here's
I didn't know that.
uh-huh.
I think there should just be a better appeal process. He hasn't done anything so over the top. And as far as her being porn bombed, I mean, that happens. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing a live stream. So it just seems like there should be a more thorough and
The
not a
porn bomb
bot.
shit needs to be
When you
addressed.
do what?
If you're being porn bombed, that shit needs to be addressed by YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They do not need to just walk in and take down somebody's channel because that happens.
Right.
Because people do that all the time to get even with people.
Right.
Anybody in here with a wrench, send Freeze out of bed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but it was something I was going to tell you, and it was important. Now give me a second; it'll come back to. Oh, YouTube. Don't quote me on this, but I was reading some stuff on Google. My understanding is YouTube does not want Cash Apps and PayPal's and those kind of things on your channel anymore.
Mm.
Because when you use a Cash App or a PayPal, they're not getting their cut of the AdSense off of your super chats and your super stickers, right?
Okay.
So I have heard that they're going to crack down on that this year, and they're going to make
Mm.
you. They're going to use so much time to take them down. If you don't, you'll lose your channel. No, that's
Mm.
something we need to watch out for. Don't know if it's true or not, but I have heard that. I've read it. I read it off of Google
Um.
that they're trying to figure out how to weigh. Because what they were saying was not only that, but they're not getting the AdSense money from the
Yeah.
commercials being played. So,
Okay. Thank you, crazy chicken lady. Have a good night. Hey,
so that
Jen.
might
Good
be
to see you.
something. Again, that might just be something we want to keep an eye on, Gypsy,
Okay.
just to
Thank you
make
for letting
sure.
me know that.
Yeah, I seen it, I guess, a couple weeks ago. I've asked a couple people about it, and they're like, "Well, I've heard it," or "No, I hadn't heard it." So it's kind of like one of those wishy-washy things where people have heard it and haven't heard it.
Yeah.
But they're talking about really cutting down on the PayPal and the especially the Cash App because they're not
Yeah.
getting anything from it. So
But getting back to the military, seriously though, I don't think that if you, pretty much go through all that, right, to benefit the government, and
Mm-hmm.
then they don't house you or anything when you get back. You know what I mean? We're literally below the poverty line now. I mean, how is that fair to the person that devoted their best
I
years
don't.
of their life and now maimed for life because he did it? I
Well, he
think it's
keeps getting a
bullshit.
military disability, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's not like I said. We're below poverty. I mean,
His military. No, no, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
how's that fair? You know what I
Hold
mean?
on. If he was hurt, is he unable to work?
He's old enough that he doesn't have to now.
It doesn't matter. Is he unable to?
He wasn't able to right there at the end. No, his
He needs to file for his
what you
military
call it?
disability. Not only his social security disability, but
I'm pretty
he
sure he
needs
did. I'm pretty sure he did
he needs to
when
keep
his
pushing it.
knee and all. But like
Yes. Mhm.
when he was on the ship, he worked with nuclear weapons, and he got bladder cancer, and then a lot of joint and what do you call it? What is it called? Degenerative disc disease
Yes.
and some other issues like that, and some nerve damage, and they've tied it all to his exposure to those nuclear weapons, and this was
Well,
during
then
the
he's.
Iran
I see, honey,
Contra
he's
affair.
entitled to more money.
The Iran Contra affair. Do what?
Yes. He is entitled. I had several military guys that worked with me. They were pulling a full paycheck from the job, but because they had bad knees, bad backs, they had this hurt, that hurt, they were
Mm-hmm.
also getting like $1,000, $1,500, depending on their ranking and if they had
Mm-hmm.
kids or not, every month. He needs to go back in and file to get that. He's entitled to
Well, he's
military
got a worker
disability.
that just came out the other day that we're working with from the VA. So
Yes,
hopefully all that will get worked out, because
it will be,
it
but he's got
sounds
to
like
keep
what you're
pushing it.
saying is what she was saying. And
Yes.
when you go and do things like that and you don't know, and you've got, whatever lawyer that you've called, and they don't fight for you, and they don't advocate for you. You know what I mean?
Was
You
he
only
at
get
Camp
as good
Lejeune
as your
ever?
lawyer, huh?
Was he ever at Camp Lejeune?
No,
No,
he was
he
a
was
Marine.
Navy.
He
He was
was a
Navy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was Navy.
The same thing my ex-husband was. His Navy. Um,
Yeah.
well, I can tell you, he is entitled to back pay, and he is entitled to a certain percentage of disability pay, um, including his whatever he's getting from Social Security disability or whatever. So yes, they owe him back money for his injuries and for his disability. And I
Well,
had
hopefully
guys,
this advocate lady from the VA will work all that out. I hope so.
they normally do. If he's got an advocate lady, he's on his
Mhm.
way to having it fixed.
I hope
It might
so.
take a little bit longer. Don't lose faith. Don't give
Yeah,
up.
that's what they say. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah, do not, because like I said, I had
Yeah.
one boy in my unit. He had messed up his knee, um, and he was doing a regular job, 100% regular job, but because of the injury he got in Desert Storm 2, the military was paying him because now he had three kids too, okay? So he was
Mhm.
getting like a $2,400 check for disability. Plus, he pulled a paycheck from our job. I
Mhm.
had another guy that was under me. He had a son. He
Mhm.
messed his back up in the Army. He was an Army Ranger. He was getting $1,600 a month, plus his
Mhm.
full pay at where we worked.
Mhm.
Plus the military VAs, they pay for all the medicine, the doctor bills, the surgeries, they pay for everything. So do not give up. He will get it.
But will he, live long enough to get it? He's
Oh
only
yeah.
63.
Yeah.
You know.
How long has he been how long have we been advocating for his
Let's see. We started this process when we moved to. That was in about 10 years ago.
Oh
You've
God,
started the
yeah.
process.
And you got an
Yeah.
advocate now? Yeah, he'll
Yeah. Now
yes,
we
he'll
do.
get it.
Now we do.
And here's the hell of it too. I hate to say it like this, but if he doesn't live long enough to get it, and it is approved, the advocate will go through you, and you'll be the one to receive it.
Yeah. So that's why I want to stay where we live because, I mean, this is where all that stuff is. Where we were way out in the country, it took like an hour to get to. So it just, I'm on a bus route, things like that, matter when shit goes down, you want to be able to get around.
My boss had was in Vietnam,
Mm-hmm.
and he was one of the ones who was sprayed with Agent Orange. In the military denied for
Wow.
years that they sprayed our guys, but they did. He ended up with bone cancer, and he died. Um, Died pretty young man. But the hell of it is it took him about 10 years before the government would come in and admit, because it wasn't just him, there's whole units that were sprayed accidentally with Agent
Right.
Orange.
Exactly. They're
And
saying something about the water
yeah,
in Camp Lejeune. Is that what you were getting ready to tell
the
me
water
about?
at Camp Lejeune, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
yes. Now, my brother, the one who's a cop, he was at Camp Lejeune. And it scares me because I think about it all the time. I just
Yeah.
pray to God as he gets older, he doesn't have any problems. He don't right now. But the
Right.
water's tainted, and people cancer, all kinds of birth defects, children dying at birth, cancer, leukemia. I mean, it's the government sent back. I want to say $40 billion has been put back for those people whose children and them have all. It's just been something. It really has. But the military now is are finally starting to own up. Desert Storm 1 is what my ex husband was in.
Desert
And
Storm 1 is what my brother was in.
I had a
I
girlfriend.
didn't think I was ever going to see him again. It was the most wow. That was the scary time to be an American, wasn't it?
Girl, my son was 6 months old
Mm-hmm.
when we were there. And when I would go on base, and this is God's honest truth, before I could go on base, I had, because we were on DEFCON, I think they were on DEFCON 2, to be honest, maybe 3. But I would have to stop the car, and all of us that had children, we'd have to get our children out of the car seats. And you would have to let them look in the car seat and feel their little diaper to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it was quite a ordeal. It really was. It was horrible. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, you got searched. Cars got searched. Nobody just rode in and out. My ex-husband was a nuclear missile weapon technician. So
Nuclear weapons. No shit. Yours
yeah,
too.
he was a nuke. He was on a submarine. Yeah, yeah. He was a nuclear missile weapon technician, aka he built missiles for the government. Nuclear missiles he built for the government.
Now,
Um,
Ken was nuclear weapons specialist. Yeah.
okay, he would have been the upkeep, the fire, and yeah. Robert actually built some. So it was it was a bad time. I had a girlfriend who was there, and she got pregnant while she was there. She was in the army. Her baby lived about 6 months after they got back. It was born with its heart on the outside.
Oh
Um,
no.
they knew the baby wasn't going to live. It had all kinds of birth defects,
Mm.
and it had mental retardation.
Oh
Um,
no.
but she had been exposed to a chemical that Saddam Hussein had sprayed on our men. And the government at first was going, y'all, no, nobody was sprayed, nobody was sprayed. They were trying to deny it. And then all these birth defects started showing up from the women that were over there, and then from the men who come home and their wives got pregnant. And the government had to say, shit, yeah, we got to own
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Yeah. Her baby, like I said, lived about 6 months.
Wow.
It was something. It really was.
Mm.
But Robert, being a Navy officer, I often heard things I probably wasn't supposed to hear. And I think we all knew that the Navy was eventually going to crack and the government was going to pay those people.
Right.
So that was your Army and Marines
You know
that
what,
got
Tara?
sprayed.
You know what,
Yeah,
Tara?
but what?
Can you imagine now this some of the things I'm going to say some people view as conspiracy theories, and that's okay because it's
Okay.
something that I do talk about here. But if we had never, meaning the government, science, big farm, whatever, had
Mm-hmm.
never had that's great, honey, had never started messing with, you know, the earth and what we consume and our food and vaccines, how different it would be here on earth.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the Hobie believe in the four phases of the earth.
Hey, El
And
Kennedy, good to see you.
hey, Kennedy. And that each time the earth will be reborn. The first phase was when God came down and flooded the earth.
Right,
Well, you know, God said He promised He would never flood the earth again. He would never destroy the earth with flood again. He didn't say a damn thing about burning us down. If you listen into the Hopi Nation, they are showing in their text beliefs, religious, whatever you want to put it, but the next time will be burned. The earth will be
right.
cleansed by fire. But Mother Nature as a whole, I want you to think about this. Do you remember the tsunami we had?
Yes.
Okay.
So
But
sad.
you think about how many people died.
You're talking about government manipulating our weather, right?
Well, you know, a lot of
They
no,
do that.
they do that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if the Native American teachings is the earth is a mother, she's a living being. She reproduces and she gives what we need. Now, once we start taking too much from her and she's not capable of sustaining us anymore, then she has to do something. The
Right.
tsunami
Thank
was
you, liberators.
land.
Good night. Y'all have a good night. They're saying good night,
Papa,
Tara.
Papa, I love you. Um, the the tsunami came in and wiped out rubber farms, agricultural places, especially in Indonesia, where they had kept pushing the land forward. They kept
Right.
adding, you know, sand and land and making islands like they do in Dubai. After a
Right.
period of time, Earth will start cleaning itself again, and
Right.
she'll come in and she'll destroy it. Look at
Yep.
the her volcanoes. If you follow the track of volcanoes that have happened recently, you're in the ring of fire, which will be what would eventually, if Hobie and the Native American legends are true, you know, that's going to end us.
Right.
That'll be another ending of the earth that has to be reborn. But she's going to
Right.
keep cleaning herself. I've got a friend who's convinced that we're on the verge of Armageddon and that any day now we're going to look up and all of us will be floating up in the sky
Mm.
because of things like earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and tsunamis. But if you would go back and just do a historical document, and you can go as far back as you want to, it doesn't matter. As far back as far back as you want to go to now, the earth is in a cycle, and every 100 years, every 1,000 years, that cycle resets itself.
Yes.
And you have hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanoes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So It's almost a way of believing that Mother Earth will eventually, she will clean herself. She will eliminate herself if you try to overtake her.
Right.
And I think that's a lot of what we've seen in Indonesia when the tsunami hit. Um, I'll hide all your squeaky balls from when I'm on the phone. So, a lot of people say, oh
Scary
no, this is the end
stuff.
of time. Well, the Bible tells you point blank that even the angels don't know when God's coming back. Jesus does not know the date of the return.
Mhm.
Nobody knows but God.
Mhm.
So you can look at things and see the signs and the beliefs, but how do we know? Because if you also go back in history, you can see where those signs and beliefs have already happened before too.
Mhm. So just imagine if we
Okay.
could go back to not the beginning of time, but just like back in Western times, Gunsmoke days, before we really started to mess with Mother Nature and start playing God with big pharma and science, test experimenting.
Hmm.
Did people live longer? Were people healthier? And
Yeah.
before this Monsanto and all that was starting to mess with our food, and all these measles vaccinations that have messed with our you know DNA.
You
I
had
would
diseases.
I bet our Earth was more pure too, because we've put so much garbage into our dirt. You know.
Well, diseases and what you're saying is actually true. If you go back and look at medieval times during the bubonic plague, the Black Plague, those came from rats and fleas.
Yeah.
Okay? It was generic, it was homegrown. It wasn't because you just
Some mad
dumped.
scientist in the basement had an
Yeah,
idea, right?
yeah, he didn't, just dump some nuclear shit in the water outside.
Right.
So,
Right.
I consider those types of things as being organic.
Yeah.
I also believe that the
That
earth.
you made a good point, and all the oil that's been spilled into our water.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, just we've treated Mother Nature like garbage, haven't we? Like spoiled brats.
You look at right now, the earth's
Hey, Kim.
population, hey, Kim, is the lowest it's been in
Mm-hmm.
almost a century. People aren't having children anymore. Um, there's no room for the ones they do have. Your Asian countries are really not reproducing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Japan, they're living to be in their hundreds.
Well, they're
Um,
not wanting any female babies in parts of the
mm-mm.
world. They're just
No, they
supposing that the
don't.
female. It's like, how are y'all going to procreate without the female? Well, they're going to do it in a petri dish.
So they think
Well, they want us to be
they want to be able to
robots.
clone.
They want us to be robots so that they can control us. It's
Well,
like
they want you to be able to be cloned.
robots are turning us into robots, isn't it? It's weird.
Artificial life is a dangerous thing.
It sure the
It
hell is.
it is. And if you look at the stuff, like I said, you got, like you were saying, the robots coming in and resetting, and let's just be honest, there's no way in the world that we have not cloned humans already.
Oh yeah, we have. If we've
Okay.
already done animals.
And my best get would be probably India and Russia,
Mhm.
and China. Russia and China are probably the two places that have figured out how to clone people perfectly,
Mhm.
um,
Yeah.
or as perfectly as possible.
Right.
You look at India with their millions of people, their population is decreasing so fast now.
I think that
So,
we should get first right refusal on our clone. I think that if you've ever seen the movie Multiplicity, it's about what's his
Okay.
name? Michael Keaton.
Uh-huh.
And he goes and he says he's like, having to juggle work and home, and so he goes and clones himself so one can go to work while he's at home with his family, and then he realizes that he doesn't have one to go out and party with his buddies, so he has a third one, and each time he clones himself, the clone is a little bit dumber and not quite as sharp, and
Yeah.
by the fourth and fifth it was an idiot. Okay. But I think that we should get first right refusal, meaning if they're going to clone me, can I get the first one?
Well, the whole thing about it is I don't think the federal government wants any of us to know that we are being cloned. you know.
I would like to have another one of me around.
Yeah, just give me number one, exactly.
I'm gonna make her do the damn dishes.
Amen, sister. Vacuum my damn floors.
Can I get one of them? If y'all are gonna clone us, can I get one?
I'm gonna tell you what, I ain't never vacuumed as much as I have with this damn dog. But yeah, exactly. I want one
I
that can vacuum more than
understand.
anything. And
Right.
dust.
It
Vacuum and
really
dust.
does. And the bathtub.
Oh, yep, and the bathtub.
Because if it's a clone of me, it's going to be a little bit dumber. Because when you make a copy of a copy, it's not as sharp. Then when you make a copy of a copy of a copy, it's nowhere near like the original,
Well, look
right?
at
So
what
if you
happened to
think of it
Dolly
in
the
terms
lamb.
of like that,
Look at Dolly the lamb. Look what happened to the animals that they cloned.
right?
And they were strong and healthy for X amount of time. And then they just didn't make it.
Yeah, right.
It
They
started,
got genetic issues.
yeah, and they started falling apart. I'm going to clone you if you do not get out of my bathroom and leave my makeup alone. But oh shit. But yeah, I think they there's a lot of things going on that we don't know about. We
I
probably don't
know,
want to know
right?
about them. I would say, and I'm not saying that the Americans or the Japanese or Australia or whoever. I'm not saying nobody else is innocent and these are guilty. But in my personal opinion, in if history repeats itself, you will see Russia, China, and Germany being the main ones to experiment on humans and animals in the cloning aspect.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
way we're
Definitely,
talking about,
definitely, definitely
Hitler.
that. What was it called? What
Mm,
was the name of that
look
lab
at
in China? Wuhan? Wuhan. Yeah. They should never try to. That's exactly right. When you play with God,
yeah.
uh.
Look at North Korea. Look at what
Yeah.
those people are suffering through. They eat tree bark. They eat
Yeah.
grass. And I think what's really scary, and here we're going to go into the conspiracy theories because I can't prove it no more than anybody else, but supposedly Putin died 2 months ago, but yet we've
Well,
seen him
they're
up
saying that
running.
about Prince Charles now, Tara.
I
They're
know.
saying Russia is saying Prince Charles died. What in the world?
They're saying he's dead. They're saying that Putin is dead. Kim Jong Un.
When TMZ reports on it, I'm gonna believe it.
I don't know if I would. Gorbachev had body doubles that looked just like him.
Did he?
Um, the Cuban dictator Fidel Castro had body doubles that looked just like him. You could put them side by side and couldn't tell the difference.
Wow.
Um, okay, if you go back into Russia, like I said, Gorbachev, um, damn, starts with an L. He was the leader of the Russian party. It'll come to me. He had doubles. We knew that, hush, Zeke, that the president of Russia, that Putin had doubles that looked just like him. Um,
Well,
Look at hell,
Clinton admitted it that when
yeah,
she was sick, she used them to get the media off of her
yeah.
so that she could go from one building to the other. She would get a body double to walk at the opposite end of the building so that the media and people would be over here while she's over here.
Well, Kate Middleton is supposed to be very sick. I'm not
Yeah,
exactly sure what I was wrong with her. I know she's, like I said, she was supposed to be very sick.
yeah.
Um, so it would not surprise me for a body double to show up for her.
Do you think it's
Especially if
strange
that's,
that the king and her are both? It's not just one; it's two that
well,
are.
what's, no, I don't, because we have a new global disease that's going around that's affecting
Yeah.
people, and it's going to be just like COVID. It's going to, it doesn't care if you're a king, queen, bus driver, trash sweeper, who it
Right.
comes in contact with, it just does. Um, or you can really go to the conspiracy theory and say that William is ready to be king. Um, you know,
Yeah,
that
he's
would
ready
make
to.
Morgan Mabel, that would make Prince Charles's, no, wait a minute. William becomes king, something happens to her, then that makes Henry's wife the crown princess, even though she's not, so she could be in line. So I could see her trying to get rid of her. There's a lot of dirty, nasty stuff goes on
Oh
behind those
yeah.
closed doors.
Oh, I
Hmm.
know it. I know it. I've read it like way back in damn olden times. It's always been shady, right? Hey
Yeah,
Ryan, good to see you.
very much so. But we have no way of knowing future. We have absolutely no way of knowing what the laboratories around the world are doing every day, what they're producing. Let's go back to AIDS. AIDS started in a village that was isolated, completely isolated from all of the outside world. And it was transmitted through prostitutes and men who would take that into the village to sell stuff and come back out. So they didn't have any exposure to the outside world. Where did the AIDS come from? You can't, I'm not buying the monkey story. You know, the
Okay,
monkey
well,
story.
because of what happened with the Rona virus, I do believe the monkey story now because I had to do that book report when I was in high school, and it came from Haiti. It was a scientist in Haiti, and the monkey attacked him. He was homosexual. He went to, I believe he was based in somewhere in Southern California. And this is a book report that I did, or a report that I did, 11th grade high school. And somehow or another, he was in a bathhouse and he contracted it from the monkey and then gave it to someone in a bathhouse. They
No,
were
we're not
able
talking about
to.
AIDS. You're talking about,
AIDS. I am talking about AIDS.
you sure you're
This
not
is like
talking about Ebola?
this was in 1986, I think, that I
You're
did
talking
this
about
book
Ebola,
report.
darling.
It
AIDS
came
came,
from Haiti. Well, that's
AIDS
what they told me
started.
in 1986. That's what
I'm going to go
the
back and double check and make sure
library
we're,
told me then. I mean, I'm sure that they've honed
well,
in
no,
on
because there
much
was,
better. Go
there
ahead.
was, there was a trail.
That's just what they were telling us in 1986. I don't know what they've found out since then.
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is, and it may be the other way around. I just want to know, 'cause I'm nosy like that. Because supposedly it was released on a village that had no exposure to people other than the prostitutes who would, service men in the
Oh,
rural areas outside. I know
oh,
that not COVID, I'm sorry, um, Marburg's and Ebola both came from monkeys. And that was in a laboratory where an attack took place.
You're talking about Fauci, Jen. His name was Fauci. He had a lot to
Mm-hmm.
do with that. And
Yep.
not only that, but the if you go look research him, the Zika virus,
Uh-huh.
and now those Zika babies are now aging into adulthood, and they have half a brain.
I know, and it's so sad. But I want to get back. I'm gonna go back in and pull that because I was watching a documentary on it, and I never could figure out because the World Trade Organization and the NWO was blamed for the outbreak of AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
The story I had read, which a lot of it's conspiracy, but that this was a chemical warfare that the Americans at the well, not exactly the Americans, the NWO made, and they unleashed it on that village to see what the effects would be on humans
Mm-hmm.
before they made it into chemical warfare.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go back and look again because it's been years since I read it, but I would like to see that too. Because yeah, I'm just trying to remember, but we'll find out because we got Google, ain't there, right? Z?
Let me show y'all something
She
real
just
quick.
thinks a bit.
Okay, some of this. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Okay.
Get rid of some of these pictures so I can fit it on here. Gallery. Where is it? Documents, downloads. Where did it go when I just saved it? Where did it just go? Save pictures? Is it here? Where did it go? Hey, honey? 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 Shoot, he's in the shower. Documents. Pictures. Save pictures. Well, I'm just going to download it again. Are y'all still here? I was trying to pull up a picture and an article about Fauci and all of the there's a lot. Just Google the guy, and there is so much on. In my opinion, he's a mad scientist. So just Google him.
Now, we talking about Fauci or AIDS or because the first known
Yes.
case of AIDS was in 1959. I just pulled it up, and it was on the trail. So that's AIDS. But then you've got
Okay.
AIDS and you've got HIV. Then you had
He's tied to so many.
right, but you had wait a minute. You had AIDS. You had HIV. You had Marburg's. You had Ebola, and now we
Hmm.
have COVID.
They're saying sickle cell was also something that was created in a lab.
Yes, I've heard that too. I don't know if
Hmm.
they have proof of it, but I've heard that too.
Right.
Measles too.
Sad. Okay, so what you sent me says in 1981, June 1981,
Go down
the
one.
first. Okay. To date, the earliest known case
There.
of
Yeah.
HIV-1 infection in human blood is from a sample taken in 1959 from a man who died in Kinshasa. What is that?
That's
How
a
do you say
that's a
that?
village in Africa.
And what was
Kinshasa.
then? Okay. By doing this, they were able to trace the first transmission of SIV to HIV in humans, which was concluded to take place around 1920.
I think you have 1959 would have been the height of the Cold War.
It was probably passed to humans when
Mm-hmm.
humans hunted these chimpanzees for meat and came in contact with the infected blood.
But if I'm following the trail right, okay.
They're saying it goes all the way back to the 1800s. Studies show that HIV may have jumped from chimpanzees to humans as far back as the late 1800s.
I don't know. I'm gonna go back in and read it, the whole thing when we get off, because I'm curious about it now. The stories are always,
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm sorry, Mountain Violet. I know I hate when my back hurts. Ain't that right, Zeke? Say we don't like back pain. Nope. You want your gummy? You want your sleep gummy? Here. He takes melatonin. Have you ever? Here. Ezekiel. Here. He likes to get him out himself. I have to put him in the lid.
Bye, Sally. Have a good night.
Get your
Well, I
sleep
guess
gummy,
I'm going to
baby.
go ahead and get off here and head on to bed myself.
Me too.
We're going to get up and go curb picking probably again tomorrow. I found a pretty cool Santa Claus today for Christmas and a miniature Christmas tree for my my display here behind me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. What else did we find today? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that yard art that I showed y'all.
That was neat.
Who knows what he'll do with that? He'll do something with it. All right, well, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna head on out.
All right, baby.
All right, love you, Tara. Love you guys. Y'all have a great night.
Love you too, Gypsy. Love everybody. Y'all have fun tonight.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
Bye-bye. Thanks now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go! He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5 touchdown. Woo!
I don't think we have anything for you. You're obviously in the wrong place. Please leave.
Always on my mind. I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go, through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright, no matter where you go. Always on my mind. I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go.
night. I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright. You can find me alone in this cold place. No face, a slave to this place of time. Give a mystery unsolved like a cold case. And highways disgraced by a state of mind. Drinking strange water, leave a sour taste. Been looking for my soul in the haze prime. Getting kinda dull to this heartbreak as my heart shakes like the waves in a baseline. The good girl goes too soon. Stay by the light of the moon. And it gets better. Paths also change like the weather. Be like a song you can't remember. See you in December, so tomorrow you'll be coming home. Soon after you'll be gone, and no matter where you go, always on my mind. And I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright, no matter where you go. You're always on my mind. And I could be alone, but you're never far from sight. As far as we go through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright now. Been trying to delay what the days take. Find myself locked up. Can't escape this, there's no way. Now haunted by the mistakes. Mistakes like chips on a small blind. Text to pay for lost time. Build yourself up from whatever's left of us. And the parts that stayed behind. Parts that stayed behind. Parts that stayed no matter where you go, always on my mind. I could be alone, but never far from sight. As far as we go through the darkest night, I hope it brings you peace of mind. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be alright now. I know we'll be